What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we're going to be doing some more high seas drafting. I was going to wait a minute. Normally it takes it a second for the game and the lobby to get going, but the lobby's already set up and we're about to start drafting already. Anyway, we're starting the stream a little early tonight. The Draft Banter pod is already set up, so we're just going to jump right in. While we are jumping in, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate y'all for chilling. We are 8 of 8 now in the draft pod. Let me flip it over so you guys can see, and we'll start drafting. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Let's do it. On the horizon is a very, very good pack one, pick one. I really like Red Battalion Bark. I think that card is just a really solid card. Chowder is okay. Captain's Coat seems fine. I don't know, like, there is Mutiny on the Swiftwater, which I think is a very good card. I like that card quite a bit. It's an interesting start to our draft here. There's multiple solid Marlin cards that we could pass here. Captain's Coat could be a good pack one, pick one, but I really like the block 4 here. There's a lot of overpower in this format, and I think just having, like, having the On the Horizon is good. Battalion Bark leaves us open, but so does On the Horizon, so I think we're going to take that. Although Battalion Bark was a solid second pick mention. Cogwork Zeppelin, not a bad card. Mutiny on the Battalion Bark is not bad. I like the +2 effect from that card. There's the 1 for 5 that adds a card to the Treasure Island, or add a counter to the Treasure Island, which is not bad. I think staying open is very, very important. Also, Dave, Martin, Camarada, Trent, Stolzer, Mekado, thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate y'all chilling. I'm thinking Mutiny on the Battalion Bark here, just to kind of stay open. I kind of like the 1 for 5 that adds a counter to Treasure Island. It's a good follow-up finisher. It seems pretty solid. But Mutiny on the Battalion Bark is pretty good. I'm not sure the pack layout, so I'm not sure what's missing. It's probably a Puffin card. We'll see what comes through here. Blue Crashdown is fine. There are 0 gravy cards in this pack. Interesting. Interesting. There's a Scurv spec here, which is not bad if we end up in something like that. Golden Tipple is okay. I mean, gambling on Scurv seems a little dicey here. The Gravy Equipment and Headstone and Washed Up Wave are both pretty solid, but there's not any... There are zero copies of Gravy cards here, really. Let's gamble. We'll listen to Dave. We'll gamble a little bit here. Let's see what it looks like. Life for Life is a really, really good card here. I think everybody's trying to stay open, so it looks like nothing is missing. Cloud Skiff is a really good card. I like Cloud Skiff quite a bit. Life for a Life, just being a 1-for-4 with Go Again with an on-hit effect is really, really relevant. There are a lot of mech cards being past us. It really feels like we should take the Cloud Skiff here. Hey, let's go. Ben with 21 months of big support. Dude, Ben, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the 21 months. My man also said, ice. We're going to take Life for Life. We're going to stay open one more pick. We're going to stay open one more. The Cloud Skiff is really good here, but we're going to stay open one more. Rust Belt. Pretty good. Rust Belt is not bad. Yellow Goldwing Turbine stands out to me. Red Burly Bones is pretty good. Marlin cards are kind of drying up here quick, but it looks like we're getting some decent like mech cards here. Draft doesn't help me for tomorrow, aggro. Sorry, Josh. Yeah, there's no Marlin in this pack. I think we're going to take the Turbine here. I think we're going to lean into Marlin here. I think we're going to lean into Marlin. Or I'm sorry, not Marlin. Puffin. I'm having a stroke. Everybody ignore me. The Cloud Skiff is another really good one. I like it at yellow, but man. Yeah, Puffin. I meant to say Puffin, and I'm having a stroke. Another yellow Goldwing Turbine is really good. We need ways to make cog tokens. Red Tough Old Wrench is pretty solid here. Also, Liam, what's up, dude? Yeah, I agree that Puffin seems pretty open from what we're seeing. I think Tough Old Wrench is a really good card to have, actually. Golden Tipple could be okay. Yellow Tooth of the Cog does not stand out to me. Gaining an action point could be pretty good here. I don't know. This is tough. Guardian Puffin. We'll take Blue Tooth of the Cog here, I think. Yeah, I think we'll take Blue Tooth of the Cog here. Chowder being here this late is pretty interesting. Captain's Coat seems pretty good here, right? Like, I think we're supposed to take the Captain's Coat. We could take the yellow Tough Old Wrench, but I really like the idea of the Captain's Coat. Oh, of course, there could be like another like chess piece come around. We'll take the 2-for-5 here. Blue Tough Old Wrench. The 1-for-5 Wield, which I think is pretty good, right? Hey, what's up, James? How are you, brother? We'll take the 1-for-5 here. Blue Cloud Skiff, just a blue 3-block feels pretty solid. Yellow Sky Skimmer came back around. Okay, so we're getting some pretty good cards that are willing here. Yellow Golden Tipple is fine. And then a yellow Cloud Skiff will. I mean, we'll start taking some equipment, but this deck looks pretty good. This deck looks pretty good so far. The fact that the Gravy Arms wield is actually kind of wild to me. Like, that is actually crazy to me. The Gravy Arms, like if you're playing Gravy Bones, the Gravy Arms are just insane. I need to know Sealed Bombs. So it is funny that you bring that up because we're going to talk about some of the best cards you can play at Common in both formats tonight. Blue Goldwing Turbine is solid. Not really. We could take a blue Battalion Bark here. Blow for a Blow is not bad. Red Golden Tipple is pretty solid. It gives us a way to like make gold tokens and turn on our hero ability here. This deck looks really good so far. I'm actually a pretty big fan of where we're sitting right now. The blue Goldwing Turbine could ban, right? Yeah, we're gonna talk about sealed and draft bombs tonight, Josh. The red Golden Tipple seems really good here. Like, if this was red Fiddler's Green, maybe we consider this. Blue Battalion Bark is really good. I do like Blue Battalion Bark. It's a very good late game card. Maybe we take that. We do only have 3 blues, and we're looking to have at least 10. So maybe we take the blues here. Cloud Skiff, probably just the best card we're looking at here. It's just a 1 for 5, allows us to play the value game. Yo, Sean, what's up, dude? Yo, if you guys are mechanologist enjoyers, make sure you check out tomorrow's video. Only if you played Nimblism this turn. We could take Strike Gold. I think Cloud Skiff is just better, right? Blue Flying High is okay. Yeah, I think we're just looking at Cloud Skiff here. Red Rally the Coast Guard's actually pretty hot. We could take another blue Sky Skimmer. Blue Tough Old Wrench is not bad, though. It does allow us to galvanize and set up a little bit. Gets us cogs for the next turn to like keep our like entire gang plan going. Yo, what's up, Derek? All videos I put out should just be Acilio videos from now on. Yo, Dave, you have my attention. Maybe after Nationals, I think after Nationals, I'm actually probably going to go on an Acilio dive. Like, that's actually kind of the plan in the back of my head. Blue Charter Course is, like, fine. I think we're going to take the blue Sky Skimmer here. I do like the idea of red Rally the Coast Guard. Your next non-attack action gets go again. All of our non-attacks so far have go again, so I just see this being a 1 block. I think one of these cards could wheel. We might even get to 3 for 7 that wheels here. This is not good for us. We're probably just taking the Quartermaster boots here, I imagine. We need to make sure we get good equipment. We have a lot of playable cards so far. The 0 for 4 seems okay. Yellow Rally seems fine. I mean, a blue Cloud Skiff could be pretty good, right? I have yet to see a unicycle, yeah. I've been seriously considering Acilio now that Compliance neutered Kano. I'm probably gonna... I told Carly the other day that I was gonna play Cinder at Nationals because I think it's a really good pick. But if Acilio is even remotely good, we will be slinging lightning cards in Singapore. I know we're a long ways away from that, but... I think we're going to take the Cloud Skiff here. These blue 3 blocks just line up really well. We can't take this equipment. Red Golden Tipple seems pretty good. Yo, I like this card a lot. I like Red Sirens of the Safe Harbor. That card's insane. Blow for a Blow is not bad. Yellow Tough Old Wrench is okay. Red Golden Tipple stands out to me. I think I'm going Acilio too. I actually am going to play a lot of Acilio. Wait, I think I got Watt backwards. We're going to take the Golden Tipple. I like the idea of being able to make golds. Oh, wow. Getting past this is crazy. You may untap a gun you control. I mean, yeah, I'm all about this like +4 buff right here. Tooth of the Cog, blue Nimblism. There's a yellow Cloud City Steamboat. I mean, this card's pretty good, right? This is probably better than blue Tooth of the Cog. We don't really have any equipment, so we really got to be looking for equipment in the next pack. Like, all of this equipment we keep getting is just not that good. Yellow Tough Old Wrench as a wheel is not bad. I feel like that's pretty good. I mean, Compliance does nerf Volzar, but still... Yeah. Your next attack this turn gets go again. I mean, this feels pretty good and limited, right? It's that or blue Nimblism here. I mean, I like the idea of using this as an action point generator late. The amount of washed ups in this have been crazy. We're not getting the cards we wanted to will. The, I can't remember what they're called now. The Goldwing Turbines did not will, but we are getting some, like, decent... Ugh. I think I'd rather not have to play against Overpower. Compliance doesn't nerf 7 attacks with Gone in a Flash. Who's the best sealed deck? That's tough. I mean, I think they all have their upsides, right? But if you open the right pool, I think, I actually think it's very hard to beat Puffin in this set. My Bananas brings all the boys to the yards. Yo, what? All right, we're going to hope this last pack's pretty good to us here. Red Goldwing Turbine is insane. Is this what I think it is? Man, I was going to take Fish Fingers here. I mean, Fish Fingers or the Buccaneers Bounty Wheels, right? Like, we have to take the Cogworks Details. Like Dovetail or whatever it's called. I mean, we have to take this, right? There's no world we can take anything else in this deck. We just have to take the Cogworks Dovetail. This card's just too good. Yeah, I think we just have to take this card. As much as I'm going to like sit here and posture about some of these other cards, we're just taking the M. In a real draft, I would sit and stare for a while, make my opponent think that I'm thinking about it. Yellow Swiftwater Sloop seems okay. I like the idea of having another 4-block at this point. Hate pick the blue salvage shots. Like, listen, dude, Liam's living in 2040 over here. Maybe it's just on the horizon. Like, I really like the idea of just having these 4 blocks in our deck and then trying to play like a value game plan against some of these. We only have 7 blues, so we are going to look for more blues, but we're going to take the 4 block here. I think this is fine. I think the 4 block is just too good. Red Tooth of the Cog's not bad. We can't take... We already have a leg piece. I really like Red Tooth of the Cog. I think the blue Cloud City Steamboat's probably just better. Red Nimby is not it for us. Yo, Limpet Hopalong is going to be really good for somebody. It's probably just a Steamboat, right? I like the blue 3-block here more than I do anything. Oh man, it really feels like somebody feels like people pivoted to Puffin pretty late. Also feels like Gravy's pretty open right now. I don't know. I just don't feel like we're open enough to be able to swap. I like the blue boat here. It gets us to 8 blues. We're looking for 2 more, so perk up looks really, really good. This could be pretty good. The Mutiny's pretty good. I mean, there's a few good cards here, but I think we're also just like trolling ourselves if we say we're not taking the perk up here. Just a red 1 for 4 pump is really, really good. Mutiny on the Swiftwater could be really good as well. I do really like the idea of like stealing gold from other heroes in this format. Yeah, I think we're just taking perk up here. Red Cloud Skiff is crazy. Cannot believe we got past this. I mean, man, if either of the Mutiny on the Swiftwaters will, we're in a really good place. Yeah, there's at least one person who pivoted to Puffin at the same time as me. We're definitely taking the Cloud Skiff here. It's just a 1 for 5. It just fits super well into our game plan. We need to get 2 more blues to fill out our blue count. And then we're probably going to be looking at playing like... We're probably going to be looking at playing like 6 to 7 yellows, which I think fits well with our Golden Tipple in the deck. I also think it fits well just as like the overall game plan here. We have a Cloud City Steamboat, a Cloud Skiff, and then we have 2 Goldwing Turbines at yellow, so fits pretty well. I think we're just going to take the Mutiny on the Swiftwater this time around. We could take the Sirens of Safe Harbor. It's essentially a 3-block. Rally the Coast Guard could fit pretty well. Tooth of the Cog is a red 0 for 4. Oh, we're definitely short equipment. We're definitely short equipment. There's nothing we can do about that. I think we're just going to take the... I think we're just going to take the Mutiny here. It just fits into the game plan very well. Strike Gold is okay. Thieving Varmints is not bad. I like the idea of having the 0 for 4 with a 3 block attached to it. Feels pretty good. Because the strike gold is not bad, but I think the 0 for 4 that blocks 3 is just fine, right? It just gives us more efficiency. Fish Fingers feels like a really, really good pass to us here. Like, I'm very fortunate that this has come around. Having more equipment is ideal. I don't think we'll get another equipment piece. Blue Tooth of the Cog gives us our 10th blue, which is not bad. We could take the Lubricate, but it doesn't block at all, which I think this card's extremely mediocre. I think we're looking at Blue Tooth of the Cog here. Do we take the Fiddler's Green? Like, is there any world that we're looking at taking the Fiddler's Green just because, like, it gains us a life? I don't think so, right? Like, I think if this was yellow or red, maybe, but I think here we're just looking at... Yeah, I think that just has to be the pick here. Charter Course, I guess, could be okay. We already have enough blues that we want, so maybe there's a world where yellow Charter Course cuts it here. I think we're hate drafting some allies, though. I should have hate drafted an ally last turn. I mean, technically this is playable, right? Yeah, Gravy was wide open. Gravy was wide open there. I thought more people were on Gravy, honestly, like the early of that draft, but it really seems like somebody pivoted to Puffin the same time I did. Let's see what everybody else is on. So I'm playing Puffin. We have a Marlin to our left. We have 2 Puffins and a Marlin. We have 2 Puffins and 2 Marlins. We have 2 Puffins, 2 Marlins, and a Gravy. We have... Is this a... This is a Marlin. So we have 2 Puffins, 2 Marlins, and a Gravy Bones. Second Gravy Bones. So 3 Gravy Bones, 3 Puffins, or 3 Marlins and 2 Puffins? Yeah, there's only 2 Puffins in this whole draft. Weird. Maybe our deck is better than I think it is. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and write this down over here on my sheet that I keep up with. So let's see. Today is the 29th, right? Yeah, the 29th. I am playing Puffin. There are 3 Gravy, 3 Marlin, and 2 Puffin, which I'm not going to lie, I'm very shocked that there was only 2 Puffin. Definitely felt like there was more Puffin going on in that draft right there. Definitely felt like there was more than 2. So let's see. Draft 1, 5, 29, 25, and we'll go back and add our record later. I don't know how there was 3 Gravy. I don't know how there was 3 Gravy going along. The losing side of the stream poll was Cinder Practice. Does this mean you are locked in? I am locked in now, Martin. Yes, I am locked in on Syndra for Nationals. I am locked in on Syndra for Nationals. Let's see, and we're going to add the Spitfire. This is something I've been forgetting to do a lot, so... There are some cards that we just need to remove that we can't play in our deck. This one goes into the inventory. This one goes in the inventory. This one goes in the inventory. This one... I don't think there was any blues we took. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're probably going to cut a blue. Let's look at our reds first before we start making decisions. Golden Tipple is fine. This card seems okay. I mean, both of these seems better than anything else we could be doing. The Dovetail and 2 Red Cloud Skiffs. Life for a Life and 2 On the Horizons looks really good. Yeah, I like all those cards. I think Flying High is a cuttable card. Actually, we have to cut the Not So Fast. I forgot we took that. Thank you, guys. Yo, what's up, Diablo? How are you, brother? So we need 5 cards. 5 cards. We're going to cut a blue. I mean, I guess we're going to cut a blue if we have enough yellow cards we want to play. We need some number of yellows for the Golden Tipple. I like the 2 cards that still gold. I like the Battalion Bark. I like the Cloud City Scheme Boat. I mean, maybe we're supposed to cut a Tooth of the Cog. Like, we don't want too many of these cards, right? So I think we can start here as a good place to start. We have a red Golden Tipple. Do we want a yellow Golden Tipple as well? Flying High and Golden Tipple are both kind of mid, in my opinion. I think we're going to get rid of the Charter Course and these two cards, and we're going to run it like this. I think this is what we want to be doing here. Yeah, I think these are the cards we want to cut, and we're just going to play 30. I kind of like the way that this is set up. And then depending on what we're playing against, we can decide if we want Blunderbuss or Spitfire here. Looking at this deck before we draft, I like to make these predictions. I think this is a 2-1 deck. Like looking at it, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're playing Stolzer, dude. Let's go. All right, let's see. I'll go ahead and make a game. I don't see one from Stolzer yet, so let's post this. We're going to be playing limited, private, create a game, send the invite at Stolzer. All right. Got Stolzer the link to the game. I know he came by before the stream and said good luck and everything like that, so super cool of Stolzer to not just like stream snipe us. Looking out. When you say that, are you saying that you like the idea of having Flying High in the deck, Talon? I think against Gravy, this is a blunderbuss. I don't think we're really looking to play Spitfire. I think we want to be able to utilize resources here. And don't get me wrong, like I think this could very possibly be a 2-1 deck, but it could also be a 1-2 deck. I don't think we're 3-0ing, though. I don't think we're 3-0ing. Yeah, there was 3 gravies in that pod somehow, Josh. When you locked Syndra, did you send Yudo the Andy dropping Woody Toy Story meme? I did not. Although that would have been hilarious. We have a good number of yellows in the deck. I don't think we need to add in the blue. I like most of our cards. They're pretty equipped for dealing with allies. So this should be pretty good. Yeah, Blunderbuss with Pullback the Hammer is really, really strong. That actually makes a lot of sense. We're going to try and keep the Golden Tipple here if we can. That would be a very good card to keep moving in the next turn. So they picked up a Washed Up Wave, a Headstone, and an Old Knocker. Makes sense. I think Flying High is nice. Hits a lot of our 0-for-4s. And 1-for-5s can convert cogs to damage sometimes. Okay, I mean, that's fair talent. That makes sense. Yo, Michael, what's up, dude? Guys, who all's going to pre-release this weekend? And if so, from a scale of 1 to a billion, how excited are you? Because I got to tell y'all, I'm very excited. So let's go ahead and send this. We'll just come in for 3, and we'll just go ahead and discard this. Man, this is solid. So we can create a cog here if we want to. We could get... we're probably just supposed to crash in for 4 here, right? I mean, if we create a cog and we crank it, we can attack for 2, go again, and then we can attack for 4 and try to get some value going. I kind of like the idea of just attacking for 4 and arsenaling the drawback to hammer here, I think. We are going to choose to put a counter on this because I'd like to force them into making a decision here. Yeah, I think the drawback to hammer is a very, very good arsenal card. It does equip, it does like allow us to like really set up and just get aggressive next turn. Or are they going to give us 1 gold? They also took a thief and varmints. I love the word varmint. Like, it's just such a fun word. Plus, like, my grandparents said it all the time when I was a kid. Varmint's such a funny word. All right, so let's start thinking about this turn. So we can use the turbine to draw a card. Yo, what up, Drew? I don't think we're supposed to throw a gun that turn, no. I don't think so. Do we want to block? Is the question. I have to map out my turn here. So if we keep our hand, I can get rid of a gold using Puffin Turbine is bussin' here. I agree. Bussin'. We get to create a cog and crank it. We get to create another cog, draw a card, and we would pitch the tooth of the cog here. When we do that, we'll have one floating to be able to play this. We can then attack with Sky Skimmer. And then we can pitch this to come in with the gun. We can actually come in with the gun first, right? So I think we're just supposed to take 4 here. It feels bad to give them 2 gold tokens, but I think that's the play here. We could double gun. We actually have the ability to attack, throw the Sky Skimmer with Go Again, and then end on the gun as well, right? Like, we have or I guess double gun. I guess it depends on what we draw, right? This is really powerful turn, I think. Like, they're going to get to deal a damage to us, which, like, is fine. It is what it is. There's also a world where we could steal one of their golds and play the Mutiny here to give something +2, which is, like, a pretty solid thing to do. Double gun. Yeah, I think taking some damage is fine. I mean, I really hate to go all the way down to 11 here. But I think our hand is just crazy good, right? Like, our hand is just crazy good. So we're going to turn this into a cog. We're going to start our turn with this. We are going to crank the cog. We're going to pitch Tooth of the Cog to play Goldwing Turbine. We are going to crank the cog, trigger Puffin, draw into a... They're going to activate the Compass in response. I mean, that's fine. So this is a 1 for 5 that lets us put a counter on the Treasure Island if we use it. All right, so what does our turn look like? We get to pitch this, have 2 floating, attack, tap a cog to give this Go Again. We then get to spend a resource to play this, untap it, give it +4. Actually, no, we would throw the Sky Skimmer and give it Go Again, so it would be 2 Go Again, into 3 Go Again, into pitch this for 6, because we have to pay 1 here, pay 2 to attack. We'll have to pay 2 to attack. This is how we're going to do it first, which is going to leave us with 2. Yeah, we get to go double gun. We have to pitch the red, but we do get to go double gun here. So I think we're going to lead on the gun is what we're going to do. Wait, what? Yep, so we're going to tap a cog with the ability first. We're then going to attack. Oh, this is for 4 because of the turbine. How is it? Oh, you're saying we can actually pitch the Sky Skimmer here? But we don't get to gun twice, right? I guess we do get to gun twice. So we get to play this. This untaps the gun. We're going to use the ability to give it Go Again. Wow, good call, Trent. Good call, Trent. And then we get to come in for 6. On hit, Treasure Island. Make it gold. Now, this is actually insane. So we've swung our weapons 6 into 4, and now we get to throw the Expedition. I'm glad you guys could see that line. Thank you for pointing it out, because honestly, I wasn't seeing it yet, so I appreciate that. And then we also get to keep 3 cards in our deck. I mean, listen, if they're willing to give this up to try and deny me gold, then deal. I'm okay with that. Card from hand or from the top of the deck? Ooh, they get a Chowder, top of the deck. Okay, okay. And now we're going to come in for 5. So this was a pretty good turn. This was a pretty solid turn, and we are going to put a counter on this. If they're willing to block with both their cards to deny me the gold tokens here on the Treasure Island, then I'm okay with that. This was pretty solid. This was what? 5 and 6 from the gun was 11, and then 4 the first time was 15. So it was a 5-card 15, which, to be fair, like, if you're throwing if you're throwing 4-card 12s and 5-card 15s over and over and over again in limited, you're going to win pretty consistently. So they fall down. We make 2 golds. And then we're going to pass. We have gotten all of their equipment out of the way. The only thing they have left is they can activate the headstone here to like destroy the top card of their deck. I'm very surprised to see that they're doing that now. They must have a blue, like a 0-cost blue they're going to play to like try and put this into play and do some stuff with. Oh yeah, we definitely tick up when we attack. I didn't know the cost on the expedition. No, you were right, Trent. It was me. It was me who was not playing that turn very well. It was definitely me. So let's see. We can block with Tough Old Wrench. We can block with Tough Old Wrench to galvanize one of these, and then we can pitch the Sky Skimmer. No, we can pitch the Cloud Skiff to come 4 life, go again. And then we get to tap the cog that we made from this last turn to give the gun go again. And then with the 2 floating, we attack for 2. And then we get to attack with Sky Skimmer. And we can decide if we want to make a new cog token or not. Seems pretty good. Yeah, Life for Life's in this set. First time I'll be attending a pre-release this weekend. I'm excited to know how to properly put together a sealed deck. Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I think we're just going to deny them this, right? Like, we're going to block here and with both pieces of our equipment because we already have Life for Life turned on. Yeah, and we're not going to crank the cog because we get to set up for next turn. So Tough Old Wrench really setting up and allowing us to do some cool things here. There's a lot of really cool things in this set. Like, there's a lot of cool limited cards in this set. Are we supposed to make another cog here to be able to give this +1? So we're basically saying that the gold here is worth 1 point, is how we're defining this. I mean, every point matters, it feels like, so we might as well, I think. Plus, we have a good amount of gold in play. Oh, yeah, there'll be a second draft this stream, probably a third, depending on how it goes. So from here, it's going to be Life for Life, which is solid. That's true. I could have waited till after the gun to see where we were at. That's a very good point. Very good point, Trent. So they blocked this to deny me the value. We're going to use the ability to tap a cog. And then we're going to come in for 2. Having the blunderbuss in this deck feels really, really clean. I like this a lot. And then we're just going to go ahead and throw the Sky Skimmer here. Like, we're forcing their last card, or they're going to give us Treasure Island here in some capacity. So, I mean, either way, this is like a total win for us. I think we're like in a pretty good spot right now. We definitely up cranking the old cog, Drew. You know what's up, dude. Drew knows what's up. We're going to go +1. We have no reason for going in. So this hits for 3. We put them to 11. We go back up to 4 gold. It's 11 all. And they have 1 card in hand. They cannot play their card now. Little bit of a clunker here. Little bit of a clunker here. We might just make a cog and then throw this for 5 go again into Thieving Varmints could be pretty good. I mean, taking these 4 blocks is lining up well. I guess we can see what's on top of our deck. Tough Old Wrench is like fine, I guess. Having this is insane. Oh, yo, we cranking in here. Y'all already know. Also, potentially saving a gold for perk up to use as Puffin twice is fire. Yeah, since we have both of the pumps, we've already used the one that like leans into our weapon, and now we have the one that we can utilize later. I think this is fine, right? Like, we want to be able to just like throw 9 at them. We could we could make a cog and then give this go again, and then arsenal the Cloud Skiff, which I think is actually a better play, right? You can't crank in public, dude. Brick, what's up, brother? Yeah, I think we're going to give the gun go again here is going to be the plan. We are going to use the ability, which gives this go again, and then we get to attack for 2 go again. Also, like, we're really leaning into, like, the aspect of fatiguing them here, which has felt really good here. That's true. That is true. The fact that we have a old wrench on top to Trent's point means we should just activate this turn so that we can have another cog for next turn, which I didn't really consider, to be honest, but makes it even better because it means that we're really leaning into the idea of being able to utilize this Cloud Skiff for next turn, which is really, really good. No. I mean, if I could, I probably would, but we're not going to. We are 4 cards up, dude. Hey, what's up, Holden? When is Indianapolis? When is Indianapolis? Maybe. If it's before Singapore, probably not. I got Vegas and then Singapore. It's all my wallet can handle right now, dude. Singapore is killing me. Yeah, no, for sure, Trent. You're absolutely right. I played Puffin for 3 games yesterday, and I'm in love with the playlines in this hero. She feels so sneaky. I love it. It's this weekend? Okay, well then no, brother. I will not be in Indianapolis this weekend, brother. I will not be in Indianapolis this weekend. Are you playing, Holden? And if so, what's the format? This is actually insane, right? This is actually insane. Because we get to do the whole thing here, right? It's all drafts this weekend. I mean, to be fair, like, I think that's a good thing. We have a Cloud Skiff on top. I mean, that's fine. Okay, so if I block with both tough old wrenches, I can galvanize a gold and my cog, not crank either one of them. On our turn, activate Puffin. Then I can go Cogworks Dovetail, pitching the blue to attack, and then see how they block. We can pump this up to 8 if they don't block with 3 cards. I actually think this is worth. We could crank both and draw a card, but then we won't have them for next turn, right? And we need them to get value out of the Dovetail. I think we want the value here, right? As opposed to drawing a card, because we don't know what we're going to draw. And then it will be a gold and we will not crank. We're going to take 4 down to 7. My line is right. Yours is just funnier. I mean, listen, I can respect that. Okay, so we activate Puffin. Create a cog. We are going to crank this one, and then we can get super value out of the Dovetail here. So the Dovetail is insane. For anybody who does not know how this works, we actually have the ability. Ooh, wait, do we have a really cool line? Are we supposed to draw a card first? If I draw a card first off this gold, I'll have 1 floating, and if I draw blue, I can go Cloud Skiff go again into gun. Now, there's only 10 blues in the deck, but if we draw another red, we're just going to go Dovetail into Cloud Skiff, and it really only costs us a gold. Oh, dude, you love to see it. You love to see it. Oh, you love to see it, bro. Did we know the top? Oh, yeah. Wait, did we know the top? Or did we know the top? Oh, from him. Oh, yeah, from the crash down. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so this is going to be +1. +1. Are we supposed to give +1? Like, I guess there's a chance they have the defense reaction, right? There is a defense reaction, I'm pretty sure, in the Gravy deck. Uh-oh. Shit. Uh-oh. My opponent's gonna hate me. Stolzer's gonna hate me. Sorry, Stolzer. Yeah, never mind. I'm a boob. Like, we get to do +2 and then go again. In my head, we could give it go again and the +2. Like, we could give it +3 and go again, but that does not work. I'm such a boob. It's my bad, guys. Oh, shit. Shit. I have fucked up this turn so many times, bro. Okay. If Stolzer doesn't kill us, like, he might actually just be ready to strangle us. If he is, I'm very sorry. I agree. This is getting out of hand. I've taken back like 12 things this game. Stolzer's literally just sitting over there trying to make the same... We're just going to name go again on the first one so that I don't have to worry about fucking this up again. Okay, so this is 7 go again. We're going to activate the ability by tapping a cog to give this go again. Then we're going to attack, and then we're going to come in for 6. So we're really setting up pretty efficiently here, getting pretty aggressive. And this is lethal, so Stolzer has to block with something. It's a new set, you'll let it pass? Thanks, Riku, I appreciate it, man. I felt, dude, bro. I hate when I do this kind of stuff to people. Drew, I'm honestly just as surprised as you are, buddy. I'm just as surprised as you are that we made it through this turn. I think I've had to restart the turn 4 times this turn. Might be like an actual record for me. This felt like an eternity. I mean, yeah. This was less than an ideal turn cycle. Yo, a loan shark is actually insane. Now this one is +1. And this puts Stolzer down to 2. And now we're in a world where whenever we draw something that cranks, we're in a pretty good spot, like on our turn. So, not a ton going on here. We could try to draw some cards, depending on what's on top of the deck. Like, Tough Old Wrench is really not where we want to be. But it does mean we are good to, like, crank and, like, make the cog happen this turn. So, let's see. We don't want to draw the Tough Old Wrench. There's not really a reason to. But we are going to make a cog and crank this turn because we have the Tough Old Wrench we can block and galvanize. I think from here we're going to give this go again and then throw the Cloud Skiff and arsenal the Cloud City Steamboat because we can have 2 cogs next turn for the ability. So we're just going to go ahead and utilize our efficient turn cycle here. So this is 2 go again into 5. We're going to demand 3 cards this turn. Unless there's a 4 block. I was like, or there's a way to gain life on the first one. So just coming in for 5. Looks pretty good here. We're also like super winning the fatigue battle right now. Yeah, getting 2 cards out of hand feels really good right here. I mean, we're at 7. Like, I'm not saying we can't lose, but it feels like we're in a really good spot. Arsenal to Cloud City Steamboat. There is the perk up to let us be able to draw an extra card here. So we're going to block with the Sky Skimmer and the Tough Old Wrench, I think is going to be the game plan here. Just kidding. We're just going to get a pass. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and activate Puffin, crank the cog, and then we're going to pitch this. We'll keep the Battalion Bark in hand in case we decide we want to utilize it. And we will crank this to draw a card. They have 0 gold, so it doesn't really do anything. And this is +1. So if we're going to utilize Go Again, we have to do it now. So I think what we can do here is we can give this Go Again. And then we can attack for 2 Go Again. Or I'm sorry, for 6 Go Again. I mean, we've definitely won at this point, but I'm still trying to like play out the best turns that I can here. I think that's the best way to go about it. We can throw the Sky Skimmer. This is going to be 3 Go Again. And then we're going to throw the Cloud City Steamboat. I mean, the +1 works here as well, more than likely, but I think we're just going to go ahead and take the... And then Archling the Battalion Bark is a great 2-card 7, so... And then this should do it. Apologize to Stolzer again, just because I feel really bad for like having to like undo the 7 things on that turn. I felt really bad about doing that, but we do get a win in game 1 with our Puffin deck. There should be another 1-0 game that we can get going here, hopefully. Let's see. There's a 1-0 game. Let's see if there's anybody in it already. Let's copy the deck link. Somebody has already joined that game. So we're going to have to create a limited game here and post it. Which is fine. I mean, like, I don't mind to post the game and, like, let it sit here. It's perfectly okay. I mean, it shouldn't be too long. Most of these games go pretty quickly. Bro, I was throwing so hard. Stolzer, dude. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm sorry that I had to take, like, that turn back, like, 6 times, bro. Like, genuinely, I feel so bad about that. I'm sorry, brother. I just kept fucking up that turn. I just kept messing up that turn, man. I'm sorry. But I do appreciate the game. How did you like your gravy deck? It seemed like you had like some interesting cards, and I don't know if it's because you got stuck with them or if it's because you like cards in that slot, but like the red strike golds and some of those things seem pretty interesting. All right, so against Marlin, I think again this is I still think we're a blunderbuss kind of deck. Like, I just think through and through we are a blunderbuss kind of deck. Would we rather have a 2 for 5 or a 0 for 2 in? Like, there's nothing, like everything, like we could bring in the Flying High in case we just need to play a bunch of offense, but the deck seemed to function really well. I think we're just going to like run back and feel and see like what this says. I think we're just going to run this back and see what it says. Or see how it feels, I guess. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys for chilling. Don't forget, if you're coming to U.S. Nationals next week, please come say hi. Come hang out. Would love to get to meet you guys. It would be awesome. Oh, let's see. Oh, somebody's trying to get a draft going, looks like. Was my first high seas draft was looking for 0 for 4s and 3 for 7s. I mean, it's a valid strategy in most drafts, right? Like, just playing that game plan is not bad at all. Well, we don't really have a lot going on here. In fact, there's not really anything we can do this turn. I think I'm going to throw the Cloud City Steamboat, and we're just going to arsenal the Cloud Skiff here. I'm going to leave the blue Cloud Skiff in my hand, and we're just going to crash the boards for 5 here. It's definitely not pretty, but it gives us the ability to just like get out ahead. And I really want to save my equipment for like blocking. Ooh, this is a really good block. Being able to block 5 and go back to 23 is super powerful here. Excited to go. Hope I get to meet you there. Dude, I hope so too, Rad. Please come say hi, man. Come to the Nats too. We got to chat for a few. If we find a minute. Acilio gang for me. Dude, I'm down to chat whenever you want to, man. I'm down to chat. I will talk about Acilio anytime, brother. You just let me know. You just let me know. I really hate to play the perk up as just a 1-for-4 buff, but I think we're going to, right? Like, we're probably going to block with the New Horizon, and then we're going to pitch the blue Cloud Skiff to perk up, and then I guess we're going to... Maybe we need to block 7 here. I mean, if it's just going to be 4, we're just going to take the 4 block, right? We have another on the horizon on top of the deck. Okay. I have a bad time into the silly, man. I mean, when you're not having a bad time, you're just juicing me, though, Brick. You're just juicing me. I mean, I think we can just Arsenal the Sky Skimmer, right? Like, it seems fine. We can just attack for 8 here. Like, we're only losing 2 cards out of our deck, and we're coming in for 8, which seems okay. These meetups at Nats got me Nats jealous. Dude, Martin, I wish you were coming, man. I wish you were coming to hang out. Although, admittedly, I am super pumped to show off the daggers at US Nationals. Hopefully, we get a camera game, and I can get my daggers out for everybody to see. Although, they did not let me use my tokens at the PT. That was a big sag. Yo. All right. I mean, we're doing a lot of blocking here from our opponent. Doing a lot of blocking. The amount of Treasure Island stuff that is happening is really interesting. Like, Treasure Island is stacking up big time. I mean, I think we're just going to block with the New Horizon again. They are getting a lot of value, but there's also, like, some concern that they're, like, fatiguing themselves, right? I mean, that has to be something that they're concerned about by blocking with all these cards, especially playing Marlin. Like, it's not like they're playing a deck with a weapon. I am playing a deck with a weapon. I mean, yeah, we're just going to attack for 5 here. Keep the 3 block in our hand, and we could just send a weapon, but I like forcing multiple cards out of their hand here because they've already blocked with their equipment. I can't wait. Friends from Tampa and Caleb's Locals are going. I'm excited to hang out with the Fab Buddies again. Dude, I mean, hanging out with your buddies when you're playing games is the best part of playing Flesh and Blood and, like, other things. Like, it is... bar none the best part of it, dude. Bar none the best part of it. So I get that, brother. I get that. We get Carly and Ashley connected somehow so they can coordinate casino hopping. Yeah, dude. We'll set that up. When are you guys flying in, Trent? And if you don't want to like share all your details and stuff, you could message me privately. That's fine. Like you can DM me or something. So we block varmints and this, and then we just attack for 5. I mean, I kind of hate to like waste my 1 for 5 like this, but you should show the daggers tonight. Dude, I meant to show them on Tuesday and I forgot. You know what? Actually, hang on while we're waiting. Everybody chill. Chill. All right. I just went and got my deck box because I've already got my 80 laid out. And I will show them off here in just a second. Our opponent blocking with Scar for Scar. I mean, I guess when... Ooh, a 3 for 7 is interesting. We do have a lot of 2 blocks here. I think I'm willing to deny them the gold, honestly. Got to focus on the game. Roger that. Roger that. I'm not going to put a counter on Treasure Island. Like, this is wild. While we're waiting on our opponent to block, check these out. These are the custom-made token, like, daggers that I got for Syndra that Martin made for me. I'm trying to get them out of the glare of the light here. I think they look pretty cool. I'm a pretty big fan. I really like how they just have, like, the aggro blaze and the fire extends on the side, and they're both, like, identical. I absolutely love these. Honestly, this is the real reason I'm playing Syndra. Not really, but I am excited. And it's funny because I have a backwards card in my, like, deck box because I'm just, like, trying to get I'm waiting on the new dagger. Yo, let's go. Carly with 21 months of big support. It just says, I love you, baby. I love you, too. Thank you so much. Carly is the best, most supportive wife in the whole world. All right. They're going to go ham this turn. I assume they're going to attempt to go ham. Yo. Oh, it's not even going to be the whole thing? Giving them 7 gold is just wrong, right? 3. Do we block Tipple, Life for a Life, and then here and take 1? And then we can throw 6 at them? I could block Turbine Wrench. Actually, it'd be block Turbine Tipple. And then these 2, and then it'd be 4 go again. They do have a yellow on the horizon. Oh, bro, I'm so sorry, guys. I never turned it back. I'm so sorry, guys. My bad. My bad, guys. Thank God, bro has a beautiful face. Major danger, my man. Oh, God. Jesus, my bad, guys. I mean, I think giving them 1 gold is fine, right? And it just forces them to think a little bit. Oh yeah, you can just watch the stream on the caricature of me and Carly. We could make a cog and then go 3 go again into 6. That would force 3 cards out of their hand. I actually like that play a lot. My man said, no, wait, go back. Yo, y'all crack me up, dude. Yeah, I'm very excited to play Syndra at US Nationals. I think she's in a very good spot, and I think she's a very good aggressive deck right now. So let's see. We both have 15 cards out of our deck right now, right? We're gonna give this go again now. I mean, I'm gonna force you to decide if you want to give me all of the gold or not, dude. Like, we're gonna throw down over the gold. This has been decided. This is a draft deck. This is a draft deck, Chase. We are drafting it up right now. Although I gotta be honest, I don't really know how 9 gold helps me. Well, we definitely do not have less gold than them. So right now we have access to 13 cards and they have access to 14. Well, you've already got a card here, so that doesn't really do anything for you, but you can activate the captain's coat this way. Oh, dude, Martin, you're good, brother. You're good, dude. No worries, man. Your altar channel on Discard, is it only for fab cards? I mean, you can share any altars you want. Like, I think most people share Flesh and Blood altars because, like, that's, like, you know, like, mostly what we do. But, I mean, yeah, dude, like, share whatever you want, man. Share whatever you would like, brother. I think this is the turn where we have to just start racing I've won the gold battle, and now I have to not lose the fatigue battle. I'm also up 2 life, and they have 3 cards in their hand, so I'm pretty content with where we're at right now. Like, we're probably going to end up playing a turn where we play the Goldwing Turbine, and then we activate Puffin to draw an extra card. And then I would like to, since we'll have 1 floating, we can go Cog, we can go Sky Skimmer. Actually, if that's the play, if we draw into a blue, we can go Bus for 4, go again, and then we can throw the Battalion Bark for 7, which is really solid. I'm gonna refresh. Maybe I'm the drama. Nope, we're just waiting on our opponent. I was getting ready to ask if they were there, and they just said, sorry, please bear with me, or thinking, please bear with me. Just posted a few alters I did for MTG. Oh, yo, this will be fun. I really like MTGs. MTG alters. Was going to reply to this guy and tell him that we're still playing, but he's probably just used to waiting at this point. Like you're drafting, you got to wait a little bit. Yeah, I'm definitely not like you have to like do this game or anything like that. Like if you have alters you want to share, please share them in the Discord. Like I'm all about that kind of stuff. We also might just end up in a world where we end up blocking with the Mutiny and the Sky Skimmer here. Like, depending on what their turn looks like. Like, I'm definitely going to take this too. I do not care about this too. This, like, ties the game up. And then they can still, like, hit us with a red spine. Oh, 3 for 7's pretty solid. I mean, we can block 5. And then we can play the Turbine Crank draw card and then potentially do some like cool bus stuff this next turn. I think this is fine, right? They put a lot of cards back into their deck, but we have the weapon, so we need the life at the end of the game is where we need to be. How are you playing draft on Talishar? So in the Runaways Discord, Bing, in the Runaways Discord, there is a like section of it where you can... they like have it set up to where you can draft. I mean, I'd kind of like to just throw this for 5, but we just, so this would allow us to throw the bus for 4 or throw this for 5. It's kind of a tough decision, to be honest. I mean, if we block, we are losing the fatigue game, but we have to stay alive, right? Like, we have to stay alive. I think we're just better off to throw the weapon for 4, to be honest. Like, I think we're better off at this point. Like, we did lose a little bit of the card economy battle last turn, so we need to make sure that we are staying up on cards as much as we can. We can block with the Cloud Skiff. Or I'm sorry, we can block with the Tough Old Wrench. Like, I'm just going to take 3 and go to 8. I'd rather see what else they do. We have to be aware that they have a trade-in, which means they have non-arrow attacks later. I mean, I agree. Them getting gold is very good because it allows them to just have, like, arrows over and over again later in the game, but... So 2 cards out of their deck this turn, 2 cards out of our deck is eventually going to lose us the game, right? But we do have the ability to go draw card into Blunderbuss Go again. into Cloud Skiff for 6. So I think taking 1 here is fine. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the other Cloud Skiff. I don't know. Oh god, did my internet just crash? Dude, I swear, we have so many internet problems. Okay, looks like the stream is fine, which is good. Okay, so maybe it's not my internet then. Maybe Talashar's lagging a little bit. I'm always like hyper paranoid. We get to do this and crank, and then it is gun ability, and then it's 2 go again. This is going to be a really interesting game. I'm really curious to see how this one plays out. The Battle of Treasure Island at the beginning of the game was weird because it really like favored us early, and then it stopped the longer the game went on. If our opponent ends up fatiguing us here, there will be a very good like recap session to go back and look and see like what could have went better for us this game. Our opponent says they're thinking. We're going to tell them no problem. Who's been subbed longer, me or Trent? I mean, off the top of my head, I don't know. I'd have to look. Like, I'd have to, like, pull it up and look and see, like, how long you guys have been. I mean, hang on. Give me a second. I'll pull it up and look here. Over. Let's see. Let's see. Drew has been subscribed. Let's see. You've had 13 months at tier 1, 18 months total. So 18 months total for Drew and Trent. Hang on, I'm trying to scroll to where last. Trent is 15 months. So it looks like you, Drew. It looks like you, buddy. This is not technically lethal, but it is a good swing. My man said, hell yeah. New Horizon, or On the Horizon, blocking for 3. I do like the On the Horizon name. It's pretty cool. Feels like a very thematic name. I think we've used both of our block cards, right? Like, we drew them very early. Yeah, that's fine. You can look at the top card of your deck. And then the next time we get priority, we're going to hit him with that old +1. So this puts our opponent down to 4. So we're at 7 cards and they're at 8 right now currently. Ugh, that's obnoxious. That's so obnoxious. I think we're just going to have to take 1 here, right? Feels bad, but I think we have to. They get another gold token, which is less than ideal, which is fine. And then we're going to go to 5. Wait, what? I don't know how they plundered a gold token. I guess I'm confused. Was there multiple gold counters on there from last turn? I just assumed there'd only be 1. I have 1 more card I can comfortably block with here. I mean, this is a great way for them to fatigue us. Giving up 2 cards for this, I think, is going to lose us the game, right? If I block with Tooth of the Cog here, make another cog, and then we can do this whole thing next turn to draw an extra card, we're leaving this in the deck. But, like, I just don't think we can win the game if we block this. Like, this is 5. The problem is I don't think we can win the game if we don't block this either. But then we have 4 cards left. We're going to end up just pitching the turbine here. I think we lose the game if we block this, but I also think we lose if we don't. I guess we have to crank both the cogs here. This does not feel like where it's going well for us, because now they're at 6 cards and we're at 4. Maybe they didn't want to arsenal that. No, they did want to arsenal that. I don't know what's happening right now. They've invited me to chat. I'm going to see what they say. They were asking if I wanted to crank the cogs. I wanted to draw a card. My opponent's offering to let me go back so that I can keep them. But I don't really want to keep them around this turn. So I think we're supposed to draw a card here. It's just 2 blues in our deck, right? So from here, we're going to activate Puffin. We are going to crank this. We're going to use the ability. It's going to be 2 go again. And then we're going to throw the 1 for 5. Yeah, I don't really know what the other 5 months are. Like, did you ever have like a Prime sub or something, Drew, that you were using? Like, did you ever have Amazon Prime or something, dude? Because I don't know where those other 5 months came from. And like, it's weird because it's like you've been subscribed 13 months in a row. Well, it was Prime. I mean, that makes sense. I have 0 interest in the Treasure Island. I think they're going to win this game. I think we've lost this game. Man, God, feels so bad to lose this game. They block 3, take 1. Or even if they block 2, they take 2, go to 2. And then every turn, we're just trying to swing the gun. We don't even have like enough blues left in the deck to be able to throw the Battalion Bark the way it all lined up here. I mean, I guess they could block 2, take 3, go to 1. I'm about to start using my Prime here, too. I mean, not that I'm complaining, but why? ABC, always be cranking. I love that. Tristan Carly out of the woodwork. I do love that. I won't lie. When you attack with trade-in, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. I mean, we have to take this one, right? So gold is just equal to harpoons to them. So even if they have no cards in their deck, yo. So we're going to block 5, take 1. I can't just block 1 card, can I? I have to block 5. I mean, no arrows left, but they can just make the 0 for 2 over and over again, right? This is why I think we lose. Because, like, the golds are gonna, like, I think essentially win them the game. We attack. They block with, like, the trade in. It doesn't really matter. Oh, my God. They're barely gonna win this game. Oh, my God. This sucks. They're gonna activate Marlin. And they're going to throw the arrow at us, and then we're going to have to block because we're at 2. Man. Yeah, that sucks. And then next turn they kill us because we can't attack anymore. Like, even if we, like, make the cog, we can't attack. So we're literally just sitting here. Like, I was like, they can just... If they didn't have a gold, this is a draw. Damn. That sucks. Man. God, that sucks. I gotta go back and watch that game and see where I messed that up. Ugh. We should never lose that game. Where did we go wrong that game? The Rally the Coast Guard turn hurt. The fact that they had multiple 3-card hands where they were just, like, taking, like, throwing Rally and Battalion Bark is what won them the Fatigue battle. I mean, yeah, if we had it, like, we had to block Bark and the Mutiny because they were going to take it with the Bluefin Harpoon or whatever they had. That was just so backbreaking late in the game. I don't know how we're supposed to play around that. Man, I just need to play better in the mid-game. If I play better in the mid-game, we can get there. That was just... That's a big sag. So we went 1-1. Beat a Gravy. Got fatigued by Marlin. Super close game. Gold to attack with Goldfin. Harpoon won them the game. Man. Thought we had that one. Not gonna lie, I thought we had that one. Copy, or no, I need to copy the link actually. And then post that for everybody. Now that's gonna be in the section of the testing log. If you guys are YouTube members or Twitch subs, you have access to that. And we're gonna add our 1-1 text to the end of this here. And then that's gonna be that for that draft. We're done with Draftmancer for now. Let's see what the next queue looks like here. Let's see. Where is draft queue? There it is. Draft queue. There's 4 people. We're going to jump in the draft queue. I have to use the bathroom really quick. I'm going to use the bathroom. And when I come back, we're going to be drafting some more. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Oh, here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco. This fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy. What? Rookie numbers? Bro, Cusco's out here. Look, this motherfucker's just sitting over there with a pot of sauce going, oh yeah, I'm stirring that shit up, baby. I'm stirring it up. Oh my God, we're going crazy tonight. This is as close as I'm ever going to get to going Super Saiyan right now. So I just need you all to know how, like, back-to-back Command and Conquer Pummel turns in back-to-back games! And you know what? Just like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not fucking leaving! That's right! This is the kind of content we're looking for right here. The fab tutorials that blow your mind. Blow your mind. The recipe is literally just vodka and Sprite and some Mio. You know, it's the water flavoring things. You know, like the little like squirt. You like squirt the little water in. You squirt the little juice in the water, and then it's like, oh, num 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 num. This is so good. That's what it is. That's the secret sauce. I just crammed them all in my mouth. My God, this hand is dog water. Absolute dog water. I lied. You definitely did. It's your friends that you trust the most that hurt you. Can't even get my words out without laughing. Fuck. Dude, Call of Duty? Bro, dude, I'm good. I'm not, dude, I'm not even. Okay, short break, and we're back. And the queue's already up. You love to see it. You love to see it. All right, here we go. And we gotta go, and I'm probably the last person to join the draft. Let's go. Let's get it on. I can probably get you an invite to the Runaways Discord. Hang on just a second. Give me just a second. I can probably get you an invite to the Runaways Discord. Invite people. Edit invite link. We'll just make the invite link 6 hours. There is the invite link to the Runaways Discord. Wait, what's happening? Something's happening with the draft that we're in right now. Apparently somebody's not set up the host correctly or something. Like they're not the host and they want to be. Oh, the card pool is Tarkir Dragonstorm. I think that's the most recent Magic set, actually. I wonder if they're chatting about it right now. Having a little chat. A little chat. It appears they are. I think I can't remember. I think you have to have the file to change the card pool. I don't know. They might scrap the draft, to be honest, which is sad. I hope they don't scrap the draft, but they might. Oh, there's another one? They've created a new draft, apparently. That has a custom card list. Okay, looks like we're going to be good to go this time around. Let's get it on. Hoist 'em Up is not keeping us open, but it's not bad. Draw Back the Hammer is a pretty clear sign we're not going to be playing Aurora. Or I'm sorry, Puffin. Jesus. Clearly you guys know what's on my mind. I think Kelpie is okay. Like, Kelpie's an okay first pick. Clapham and Irons. Glide is an auto pick. Glidewell Fins. I don't really like to take something that's class-oriented pack one, pick one. I mean, Redline Marlin's good, but I don't know if I want to just, like, lean into it, right? Because somebody else could be on something. My gut's telling me Red Battalion Bark here. I don't know. We'll try it. We'll take the equipment and see how it feels. We'll see what Marlin cards come to us. I mean, I think it's Red Battalion Bark there, personally. That's the card that stands out to me. Yellow Salvage Shot's really good. Patch the Hole's not bad. Captain's Coat seems like a pretty good card. Scrub the Deck is pretty okay. Salvage Shot's probably what we're looking for. Patch the Hole's another really good piece of equipment, but like we can hold out for a better piece of equipment probably. No, I actually really like bouncing things back to our hand. I mean, if we're going to play Marlin, let's play Marlin, I guess. Like, we'll see how it feels. Yo. This is actually insane, right? Like, getting past this is really powerful. King Kraken Harpoon. Like, just getting past a Marlin M is wild. Also, Barnacle's really good. I don't know why that's not been taken. Looks like people are playing Puffin pretty quickly. I think we're just taking the Kraken here. The 2 for 6 is really, really good. Does also confirm that people are staying open. Yep. When this is put into face up into your arsenal, you may look at the top card of your deck. I think I'd rather have the go again arrow here. Fish Fingers is not bad, but we already have an arm slot. Scuba, also not a bad one to take. Man, people must be puffing. I'm gonna take Swift Shot here. Blue, call in the big guns is pretty solid. We could take the Quartermaster Boots, which would be fine, I guess. The Dry Powder Shot is just a solid 0 for 5 at red that also blocks 3. I really like calling the big guns, though. That card is really, really good. I wonder if calling the big guns wheels here. I mean, I guess if we're going to try and play like this red line Marlin deck, like we should be looking at this card, right? Not really anything that stands out here. Yellow trade-in is like mediocre at best. We could take Expedition to Dreadfall Reach. Quartermaster Boots feels pretty good, just giving us like a leg piece here. I mean, I agree. We want cannon with that. We want the cannon with this harpoon, but like this harpoon's also just very good, right? Like it's just very good by itself. I think we're going to take the Quartermaster Boots here. Red Salvage Shot is insane. We do need to be careful. We are aware of that there's a not so fast in the pack, so we have a lot of really good arrows here so far. The blue big guns will. I don't know, that card's pretty solid. I have no idea if that card will, but things are looking pretty good for our Marlin deck here. I'm not a fan of just forcing Marlin on pack 1, pick 1. I don't think that this is the last set you ever just want to force something pack 1, pick 1, in my opinion. Like, this is a stay open till like pick 7 or 9. Like, you can stay open through the whole first pack, basically. In most draft formats in Flesh and Blood, my opinion has been that like at pick 7, pack 1, pick 7 is the last chance for you to pivot. I think in this format, you can really stay open until like pick 10 if you want to. And if the blue big guns wills, then that's cool, but I just don't know that it will. Redline Marlin is the easiest to force. I mean, I guess that's good to know. It's good to know like what other people are thinking. Who am I playing in this draft? I'm playing against Anarchy. This feels like it could be pretty good. We need some blues, right? Like, the Nettling Shot is fine. The Strike Gold, like making a gold is pretty good. There's a Call the Big Guns, which is better. I don't really think we care that much about Overpower. I think we're more interested in calling the big guns. I think we just need blues here. Yellow Headshot is a 1 for 5. I think we'll just take that at this point. Yellow Salvage Shot also seems pretty good. I do think we want some blues over the course of this game, but I think taking as many 3 blocks as we can is just the way to go. Another yellow Headshot seems fine. A lot of these arrows are wheeling pretty well. Yellow Swiftwater Sloop. I mean, we just want a blue, right? Like, this just works as a blue. Trade-in is so mad, dude. Start flexing the big guns. That's right. Tell them, Martin. Red Headshot's insane. Blue Battalion Bark is absolutely crazy here. We need blues. I do really like the Dry Powder Shot. I think that card's good. It's just a 0 for 5. It's literally just a 0 cost version of Headshot. So, I mean, Battalion Bark stands out to me. It's a blue. It blocks 3. We have head. We need an arm piece. Or no, we need a chest piece is what we need. This is what stands out to me. Like, I think one of these arrows wills, right? We need blues. We need blues to make this work. Blue Colin, the big guns is good. Blue Sikkim Shot's really good. The Captain's Coat's really solid. I like Flying High quite a bit. Giving something go again in this deck feels really, really solid. I think we're looking at the Blue Colin, the big guns. We have 3 pieces of equipment. I'm going to be a little greedy with some of my picks here, and I'm going to hold off on equipment pieces that we could utilize here. Yellow Nimbalism is fine. Red Headshot seems pretty good. Round it up. If you are a thief, instead of remove all of them. I don't know that divvy up is really where we want to be, especially considering it does not have go again. Headshot's just looking like the best card here. Yellow Nimbalism is fine, but I think red Headshot's just a better place to be. God, this Gravy Bones deck is going to be... Whoever's playing Gravy Bones at this table is, like, going to be absolutely rewarded. Oh, yo, a Scurvy? Man. Or a Scurv. Red Sikkim Shot's insane. Red Rabble's also really good. We're going to take the Red Sikkim Shot here. Blue Headshot feels pretty safe. You may put it into your arsenal. If you do, it gets Overpower this turn. A blue 3-block that also like lets us load. Seems pretty solid here. I think Sinker is just an okay card to take. It's probably better than blue Headshot. Yellow Salvage Shot looking really, really powerful here. I mean, we're just taking arrows and pumps. Arrows and pumps. I really like the idea of Crash Down the Gates. Rusty Harpoon is a blue 3-block, which is really solid. I mean, it is technically just arrows, right? I mean, I agree that Hook, Line, and Sinker is not the most consistent thing in the world, but I think this card's really solid. I like this card a lot. I think I like it better than a blue 3-block. Red Salvage Shot is insane. Could take the Go Again card. I really like the Salvage Shot, though. I will take a Salvage Shot almost any time I can, to be honest. Ugh, not a lot going on for us in this pack. Not a lot going on for us in this pack. We'll just go ahead and take the Gold Hunter Marauder. Trent said force the Scurv, pivot now. Oh, God. You all crack me up sometimes. Oh, let's go, dude. So our store is doing a midnight release, and I gotta admit, I don't stay up that late very often, but I'm thinking about going. The idea of like doing the midnight release and just hanging out with people is a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing that kind of stuff. I think I'm gonna go. I think I might go. Like, it'll just be fun to go down and hang out with everybody. I don't get to hang out with everybody to shop very often. Most of the time, my life is just me running around like crazy. But Nimby, you would have taken yellow Nimby there? Really? Why? Ugh. None of these cards are good. Oh, you just think the name is funny? What are the best common gravy allies that you consider a signal? I guess we're going to take Charter Course here. I really think that the one that is pay 2, attack for 7 is really, really strong. I think that the one that is, the one that's Swabby. Swabby's really good. Rigor Mortis is really good. Chum is really good. Swabby might be the best common ally in this set. Are we hate drafting Unicycle here? Like, we're not going to run out of playables. I'm not worried about running out of playables. I do want to hate draft some cards, though. On the Horizon could be a fine playable card. Ugh. All right, we need some good stuff here. Chief Call, this ain't it. Line could be pretty good. I like the idea of having Mutiny on the Battalion Bark as a card. Yeah, Swabby and Rigor Mortis are like probably the two best common allies in the set, in my opinion. Like Chowder is like fine. Being able to attack for 3 and then gain a life is really good. Man, I think we're just gonna take Mutiny on the Battalion Bark here. We could take Blue Crush down the gates. We could also take the Blue Line. Being able to give it go again is very, very powerful. Missed those cards I needed. Thanks, Trent. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I think we're just gonna try and go for the +2 effect here. I really like the idea of the Mutiny. Like, the Mutiny cards are very strong. Yellow Salvage Shot, Red Fin Harpoon. Man, Yellow Salvage Shot is insane, but we already have Yellow Salvage. Like, we already have, like, multiple Salvage Shots. I think we have 3 already. Red Fin Harpoon stands out to me as a really powerful card. Plus, this gives us the ability to play the other one, like whatever the cannon gives us the ability to play the cannon. I think us getting past this is a clear signal. One of those arrows probably wills, right? Like, probably wills. Yellow Battalion Bark is insane. Man, okay, so one, like, we might end up with blue Sikkim Shots coming back around. We're probably supposed to take the Captain's Coat. Oh, the gravy here is completely eating. I agree that I don't know if the cannon is the best way to play it, but I think that might be what we're doing. I think we're going to take the Captain's Coat here. Man, that Battalion Bark is not going to come back around. Makes me sad. Entangling Shot? Yo, what is happening? What is happening? Yo, we are cooking. We are cooking. We have 3 harpoons. Also, if red Charter Course wills, I'll attempt to do a backflip. I think I like Nimbleism. We don't have a lot of pumps, right? Golden Tipple works pretty well. Making golds is solid. I think I like the idea of just a red pump here. I don't think I'm the only Marlin, but I think that all the Marlins are passing good cards to me. Or like all the, I just think that they're not to my left, which is crazy. It's definitely a signal, that's for sure. Blue Call to the Big Guns is really good. We could take a red Nimby. I don't think so. I think we just want another Call to the Big Guns. We want blues. Like, we're probably aiming for like 10-ish blues, if I had to guess. Red Headshot's insane. Cannot believe we're getting a red headshot. Pick 8. Yellow Golden Tipple is probably just better than anything else here, right? Because we're gonna have to be on some number of blues or on yellows. We do need blues and reload effects. I agree. We're gonna run the Golden Tipple. I think we're gonna take the Golden Tipple because being able to draw off gold is a reload effect. Salvage Shot, insane. Yellow Sikkim Shot came back around. We did not get... We'll take the Sirens of the Safe Harbor. We did not get the blue Sikkim Shot. I honestly thought one of those Sikkim Shots would will. I thought like the blue Sikkim Shot would will there. Oh, that's true. If we have a lot of gold, we can use our hero ability to make golds or to make yellow cards so that we can make cards like that work, which is kind of cool. I agree. Blue Sikkim Shot is better than yellow. I 100% agree. I just assumed one of them would will. All right, let's see what everybody's playing. So I'm over here. I am Puffin. This is Puffin number 2. So there's 2 Puffins and a Gravy. 2 Puffins, 2 Gravies. Or I'm sorry, 2 Marlins, 2 Gravies. 2 Marlins, 2 Gravies, and a Puffin, right? I don't know what this person is. No, they're third Marlin over here. So 3 Marlins and 2 Gravies so far. 3 Marlins, 2 Gravies, and a Scurv. 3 Marlins, 3 Gravies, and a Puffin. This person's gonna 3-0. Because I think this, like, all these people, yeah, so there's 3 Marlins, 3 Puffins, a Scurv, and a 3 Marlins, 3 Gravies. God, I'm having a stroke trying to get like all these words out. So there are 3 Marlins, 3 Gravy, 1 Scurv, and 1 Puffin. Very interesting pod. Oh, that Puffin deck was crazy. So I don't do that to like scout people's decks. I try to do stuff like that because I want to be able to see what what everybody likes to draft. Or like I like to see like what everybody's on in the pod. I'm not trying to like scout decks. I think that's like actually pretty not cool of people. Inventory, we're just gonna add Death Dealer, right? We're gonna add Harpoon, and we're gonna add the Red Spine Manta. All right, cards we're going to consider cutting. I don't like the block. I just don't think the block is worth. Yellow Chartacourse is super mediocre. There are just some cards we cannot play. It's like there are just some cards that we have that we cannot play. I know that for sure. I don't think I want to play this Pearl Amulet, right? We're going to try... We're going to attempt to play the cannon, but if it doesn't work, I will play Red Spine Manta the second game. We need to get rid of 2 cards. Trade in seems like trash. 3 for 6, it gets overpowered. Does not seem like our cup of tea. Yeah, we're going to try it. We're going to try the Harpoon. I don't know how I feel about it. Trent and Drew just like sharing their bromance over here. I love it, dude. I love it. Do we have a game already? Yes, Anarchy has already put together a game. Let's go ahead and jump into our game here. We are playing the Marlin Mirror. We're going to try the cannon. We're going to try the cannon and see how it goes. Actually, if we're going first, should we be on not the cannon? I mean, we're just going to try it. I want to see how the cannon plays. Even if this is not correct. Plus, there's like a weird chance we draw something that like loads something. We have 3 red. We have 2 red Harpoons and a blue Harpoon, Nate. It's actually crazy. Do I want to put the Pearl into play, or do we just want to throw a 2 for 5? I mean, we could do some cool stuff here. I think we're just going to Arsenal. Man, I don't know. This is tough. I haven't played a game with the cannons either. I don't think we're supposed to, like, play this card, right? Like, it's just a blue. So I think we're going to throw 3, try to trade 2 cards for 3, and then we're going to Arsenal the headshot. Or maybe we're going to Arsenal the Swift Shot. We have Headshot and Swift Shot? I don't know. I don't know which one we want to Arsenal where. All right, well, getting 2 cards out is pretty nice. I mean, both of them lose their effects if we Arsenal it, right? Like, are we supposed to overpitch here, maybe? Like, it feels like we're probably just using our headpiece to bounce one of these back this turn, right? It requires me to keep my entire hand. Which it appears we were able to do. So, Golden Tipple. We're going to discard the salvage shot. And then I guess we're just going to throw the 1 for 4. We're going to have to arsenal the swift shot this turn. Like, I know that we lose our effect this way, but I don't think we have another choice. Yeah, like, if we have the ability to, like, use, like, Marlin's ability, like, over the course of the game, we could be in a pretty good spot. Are we supposed to, like, not... Like, are we supposed to just overpitch here? And not arsenal this? No, because I think we can, like, draw in... We can use our headpiece here, right? I think using our headpiece is fine. Yeah, that actually would have been a much better play. In my head, I was going to pitch both no matter what, but I do like the idea of using that effectively. Because having the King Shark Harpoon opens us up to drawing 2 blues next turn and then just going 10 overpower and just, like, trying to rip cards out of their hand. But now they're going to gain 2 life, and now they're in that situation. Yeah, and we did draw the 2 blues, too. So I would have to give up... I mean, I think we're going to bounce this back to our hand, right? And we're just going to play this. Like, I think we're just going to go for this. Like, I think we're going to bounce this back to our hand. We're going to have to give them some gold, which is unfortunate. I really don't want to take 8 here. I think we're going to keep this. God, it feels so bad to take 7. I think this is the play. Now we have 5 cards to try and get them with. And they're going to arsenal one of the new... Okay. So we're going to start by drawing a card. If we draw blue, we get to go 4 go again. And then, actually, we don't even need a blue, do we? We just need... We need 4 for this and 2 for this, so we just need a red. Like, any card is fine, right? So it's going to be crack this. Marlin's effect is going to be Swift Shot. So it's going to be 4 go again. Which is really solid here. Like, this costs 2, right? And then, are we supposed to draw another card here? Or are we just supposed to use this? I think we're just supposed to use this, right? We load this in.
Freaking go. You love to see it.
We activate the harpoon. Yo, let's go. Giotto325. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, by the way, I mean, I guess we could make an arrow here, right? No, we want the gold. I mean, if we draw and miss, it is really bad. This turn is cool, though. This is 11 overpower. And we can take a non-attack action and make it gold. I don't think we're supposed to activate Marlin, right? Like, I think we're fine to just keep this the way it is. Because we're going to get to push quite a bit of damage here. And we're going to get to take a card out of their hand. I mean, this is a non-attack action card. We get to see exactly what they're doing. So they're all attacks. Sag. I was kind of expecting them to have 1 non-attack. I mean, they're playing Ranger, for Christ's sakes. Play call in the big guns to actually, we're gonna take 4 down to 9 here and see what happens. Yeah, this limited experience is very powerful. I agree. I think this is a very good limited set. Okay. So this is 6 overpower. I really like the idea of going to 3 and then just utilizing the... We can utilize the headshot. I mean, we really have... This is 6, 9, 11. Like, we have lethal in hand, right? I mean, we can also, like, use the captain's code if we want to. Like, if we draw into a blue, we can activate the harpoon and come in for a ton. This should be fine. Like, I think this is... Like, I know we're going to 3, but our hand is very powerful. So, it's crack a gold. Marlin loads the headshot. And then it is... Activate harpoon for +4. Oh, hey, Carly's right. I completely forgot that question. Giotto, I am so sorry, dude. We have 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new, and they are, what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Please tell me about yourself in the chat, man. I would love to get to know you. And I apologize for not asking that. I am hyper-focused on what's happening here. Okay, so what are we doing here? I think we can activate Coat to gain a resource. And then, is this worth 2 damage? So right now, we're coming in for 6, 9, 13, which means they have to block with 1 card. I think we're supposed to Arsenal Call to the big guns here. I think is what we're supposed to do. My one concern is if they have a way to... Oh, they're just going to block everything. Okay. I was like, my one concern here is if they have a way to, like, throw a bunch of damage back at us, but I guess their hand was kind of awkward there. They're going to stay at 10. The only 3 block we have is an arrow. Which, like, we're going to need to, like, make our hand work here. So, if I block... If I block Call in the big guns and Quartermaster boots, I take 1, go to 2. I then get to play... It's all about, like, what are we trying to do here? This is tough. We have 1 gold, they have 1 gold. And they're going to have a 0 for 2 they can throw next turn. We don't have a harpoon, though. We can't throw anything with overpower because we don't have a harpoon, right? Like, we don't have one in our hands. I would really like to throw this Crash Down the Gates for 7. I'm trying to find a world where we can do both, right? Unfortunately, I think the only way we can do this... Yeah, but overpowering something like that doesn't feel that good, right? So if I block Crash Down the Gates and Quartermaster boots, I can play Call in the big guns... Like, we're not going to be able to kill him, right? Man, we block? If we block here, I mean, we could block this out. We could block Crash Down the Gates and Sick 'em Shot to block 5. And then that gives us the ability to make a Harpoon. And then we get to play this. So then it comes in for 8. I just block 4, send it with Call Big Guns for 8 overpower. I guess. It just feels like, I don't know. It just does not feel like the turn we're looking for. Like, it just feels like there's got to be something better than this. I don't know. Like, I think we were supposed to try and draw a card there, rip into a blue, and then we can go Sick 'em Shot for 5 go again into 7. So we're going to destroy this to make the token. We're going to play this. We don't necessarily need 2 blues here. No, Dave, you're good, bro. You're good, man. So this is 8 overpower, which does guarantee us a gold here, but I mean, I don't know. This feels like the incorrect play to me. Like, I think we were supposed to go to 2 and try to throw 12 at them. That's because all the good Harpoons do cost 2, Dave. I think this is only my second Marlin draft, so like I feel like honestly, like the way this is playing out, I feel like I'm still kind of like learning some of the lines here. More gold discovered on Treasure Island. I love that Talishar always like puts these fun things over there. If they take any damage, which they're more than likely going to, they're going to give us 2 gold tokens here to set up for next turn, which is good. They really could have given Marlin a yellow Harpoon. I mean, that like that's I think that's like was the idea here, right? Was like what they were going for. Imagine if the Goldfin Harpoon had go again, huh? Imagine how broken that would be. They're going to block Nettling Shot. Oh, you mean like one more Harpoon for like CC style stuff? I mean, yeah, I definitely get that. Yeah, see, they didn't even bother to block with equipment, which makes me think we're just dead. Also kind of the downfall of going first and then them having like a massive hand. Redfin Harpoon looks really good here. We have to be able to block with 1 card and then rip into a blue. The yellow would have not netted us a resource. So I would have, if I would have drawn into a card last turn, it would have been the same. It would have been, we would have thrown Sick 'em Shot instead of the Harpoon there. Hey, what's up, Dot? I think losing out on that 10 overpower from pitching away the King Harpoon was big. Yes, I think pitching the King Harpoon really cost me a lot of value this game. If we lose this one, I'll probably try the second game with the Harpoon again. Or with the cannon as well, just to see how good it is. Because we do have 3 Harpoons here. We're just going to try not to get overpowered this turn, is like what we're kind of hoping for here. Yep, our opponent said that they're thinking. I mean, I'm not going to just claim victory on them. That's just... Like, I don't know who does that when you're drafting. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. So... I guess we can block Salvage Shot and the boots here. We go to 1. We're going to pitch the sinker. We'll have 1 floating, which means if we draw into a yellow or a blue, let's see, it'd be 3, 5, 7, and we need 4, 6. 8? No, it has to be a blue off the top, right? For us to be able to like overpower the red fin harpoon. A blue and we can do it. This is +2 or this is +2. Are we supposed to try to throw this for disruption? Or are we supposed to just throw this for 5 and then arsenal the red fin harpoon? Are we supposed to create a harpoon and then... No, because that wouldn't win the game, right? Dry powder for 9. Yeah, I guess we can do that, right? Because I get to overpitch to activate this and then arsenal the headshot. No, we're probably just overpitching, right? Is there any world we're making a gold here? Making one of the... We can use Marlin to make this and then... Well, no, we can't... Yeah, we can overpitch for the... And then we can have the harpoon sitting here, which means if we draw into something good, we're in a really good spot. I actually think that's a better play, right? Headshot is a really good play, but I do like throwing this for 9. We're going to go ahead and make this. And then coming in for 9 is really solid because it forces at minimum 2 cards here. Man, so that's one thing that I really struggle with is when I'm learning a deck or a hero or like play patterns, I really fall into this trap of like, I get tunnel vision on whatever's happening and I make a suboptimal play. So like right there, if you guys hadn't pointed out to me that I could like play the dry powder for 9, it would have like, I would have just been in a really bad spot. I would have just made a very, very suboptimal play there. Okay. I mean, taking 2 to go to 3. We make another gold. We're going to arsenal the harpoon. If we draw a pump, we can play. I think they have another one in the arsenal, right? Or no, they did. They don't. We do not know what's in their arsenal. Well, they're making a goldfin harpoon to set up for whatever they're going to do after this. And we're probably going to block salvage shot. Ooh. Well, that's pretty tough. That leaves us blocking with all of the cards that block in our hand. I mean, we don't really have much of a choice. We're going to crack the gold to try to rip into a blue. It's really our only play. Yeah, that sucks. So we're just forced to throw this for 2. That feels really bad. Yeah, they're going to go for the kill this turn. Like, we're just super dead. We had to draw a blue. I don't think drawing a blue won us the game there either. Like, the fact that they ripped into the 3 for 7 and their 2 cards felt really bad for us. We had to have a blue, unfortunately. Even then, the blue didn't help us. Because them taking all 3 cards out of our hand, like, we didn't really have a hand that did anything anyway. Yeah. This, not getting this, cost us the game. It cost me the game 100%. And then, yeah, we don't have anything that, like, plays around this. The overpower just gets us here. So we're just going to block 3 and then die. Damn. Man, that mistake by pitching this King Shark Harpoon early on in the game cost me the game, I'm pretty sure. Was the mistake? Making the Harpoon last turn was the mistake because it bricked the arsenal that would have otherwise been a headshot? I mean, like, headshot... I understand that, like, the way that the game played out, it ends up looking bad, but I don't think making the Harpoon was a mistake. I think making sure we have the arrow, Steven, is correct. I understand that it lost us the game, but, like, I think we made the correct play. It just, like, it didn't matter. I think making the arrow was correct, though. I do think making the arrow was correct. Oh, there is an 0-1 game? Yo, let's go. Please let there be somebody not in this already. Haha! Oh, this should be fun. Gravy Bones as Marlin should be interesting. Like, Steven, I'm open to hearing more about that. Like, I'm open to hear more about that, but I don't know. I don't think that's true. Your only out was Harpoon and the pump? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if I'd played the Harpoon correctly, like that Harpoon turn earlier in the game, I think I win that game. That is, like, the missing value that we had the resources to pay for. And being able to do this on turn 0 is pretty good. We're just going to block like this, I think. Actually, I'm going to block with the headshot. I would rather keep the salvage shot for something. And we're going to hope that we draw into a... we're going to hope that we draw into one of the reload things. We could just create a gold here, or we could throw the crash down for 7. I think throwing the crash down for 7 and then arsenaling red salvage shot's pretty good. I like this quite a bit. Golden Tipple, it draws a card, right? I mean, so I guess we pitch this to play and then we load the salvage shot and then we could try to arsenal this maybe. I don't know. Like, I think that throwing 7's pretty solid here, right? Hey, what's up, Pockets? We went 1-1 the first time around. We went 1-1 with our Puffin deck. I probably should have won that game. I'm not sure where it went wrong, but probably should have won that game. I don't know why they activated Compass there. Like, we showed them the Fiddler's Green. I mean, it being the Fiddler's Green is pretty good for them, right? Because they can take a little bit of damage, and then they can actually just gain 3 life from this exchange, which is kind of insane. I think you could have just blocked 6 on your 5-card hand turn and thrown 11 overpower with 3 cards instead of a higher life total as well. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's very valid as well. If we have the ability to block better that way. Wait, what? You know you're not getting the value. Wait. Oh, it's from hand as well. Yep. We make 2 gold off Treasure Island. We're able to set up the salvage shot here. I think we're gonna block Sirens and Sloop, and then we're gonna throw this for 5, Arsenal the Harpoon. We're not gonna make the same mistake we did last time. Bro, what? there a card or something? Oh, Whaler Humperdinck. Yo, that is a majestic, isn't it? That's crazy. If they get that in play, we might be cooked. We might be cooked. We can also just block with the Glide Fins for free, basically. I really like throwing this because this is 5. And if it hits, we get to put it back on the bottom. So going back to Steven's point, is there a world based off of the King Shark Harpoon value and the value from Nathaniel's turn where he's saying that we can block 6 and then throw 11 overpower? I mean, it's a 17-point turn cycle versus like the 13 that I threw. So I think that Nathaniel's turn cycle is better. So it's like if we get 2 better turns of value out of those 2 turn cycles, like, are we just in that much of a better situation? Where then we're not forced to say, okay, I think we have to make the harpoon and hope that we can close the game out with an overpowered harpoon. I think that's like the case, right? So I think all the way around, we're just in a better situation. Like with 2 very important turn cycles, we could have played better early on. Yo, did we just draw quad reds? Okay. So we're going to block Headshot, Pitch Nimblism, and Salvage Shot for the Harpoon. So what if is this in an attack action? Yeah. So what if we bounce this back to our hand? We can block Headshot, and then we can pitch this Harpoon, the Nimblism, to draw a card, load the Salvage Shot to kill this, and put it on the bottom, and then we get to just arsenal the King Shark Harpoon again. So I think we're just supposed to block with the Headshot here, and then utilize our headpiece on our turn cycle. Definitely, I'm with you, Dave. Working on not drawing quad reds before Nats it's a big brain play right there. Oh man, I should have definitely blocked with the fins there. That was stupid. I'm not gonna go back because like I should have just read my opponent's cards, but that was stupid. Man, I could have denied them both pieces of gold and just blocked with battle-worn equipment there. That was really dumb. It's stupid shit like that like I have to fix before Nationals. Oh, wrong Harpoon to pitch. And then it's going to be load Salvage Shot, and we're going to hit the Barnacle. And again, we're going to have another quad red hand on the very bottom, but as long as we pitch like a blue next turn, we should be okay because we do have like Nimblism and we have things that work pretty well. So hopefully there is never a world where they are putting the freaking Whaler Humperdinck into play. I mean, it looks like it's going to be this turn though, right? Classic. Classic. Oh. Okay. You may turn a card in their graveyard face down if it's yellow, create a gold token. They're out of gold. So are we supposed to block Headshot, Sick'em Shot, and the arm piece here to deny them multiple pieces of gold? I was going to save the Sick'em Shot for Arsenal, but I think this is better, right? And then we get to activate the Harpoon and then just come in for 10 overpower. I'm really hoping all this practice pays off. I would like to do well at Nationals. I've actually never had a good showing at Nationals. Like, I've day 2 2022 and 2023 Nationals, and then last year I think I finished like 500th and something. Like last year was really bad. But yeah, I went X and 3 in 2022 Nationals, and then I went X and 2 in 2023 Nationals. Day 2 fell apart really bad, and then last year had a really bad performance, so I'd like to have a good performance. KO was a good pick. I was not prepared for the meta. You should get that gold. Get that gold. Give an overpower. Wait, what, Dave? I'm confident you play different in person. Talking a little more time in between plays, you probably would have seen it in person. There's a lot more things I see in person when I'm playing the game. Because when I'm in person, I'm hyper focused on what's happening. As opposed to like when I'm playing online and I'm talking to you guys, I do play a little bit worse and a little bit slower. Who mispronounced Whaler the first time it was spoiled? I blame my rat poison brain. I mean, Whaler? Waller? How did you pronounce it? I know you can't tell it to me. I'm so confused. I feel that man going for a decent record this year. So what steakhouse we going to after top 8? Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Cherry. Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for wait, what is this? Attack actions? I like this. We get to create multiple pieces of gold here with this hand. And this is a very good tempo swing for us. Me and Brick are ready for stakes and gambling. Dude, hell yeah. We're in Vegas, baby. Stakes and gambling. Y'all know the way to your boy's heart. Y'all know the way to your boy's heart. I love stakes and gambling. So, this is going to sound weird, but what are the odds we block with Redfin, Harpoon, and the leg piece here? Because if we do, we can crack a gold to draw a card and then throw a Swift Shot, and then we can crack another gold to load Salvage Shot. I mean, we could throw Redfin. I'm just trying to figure out how. Because if we crack a gold here, I mean, how do we... Oh, only cracking one gold? Because we crack a gold to load this, throw it, and then we have to pay this. But, like, I want to block this, right? I mean, I guess they have gold. We don't need to block this. So we play Call in the Big Guns to play Redfin Harpoon, and then we're just going to come and crash the boards for 6, and then Arsenal this? I don't think that's a good play. Texas Hold'em and Texas Barbecue. I like that idea. I don't think there's a world where we're like playing this turn. I do think we can say no blocks though, right? I think we're going to go to 13 here. I agree. We need to use the cannon for the Harpoon, which is why we're not going to play it this turn. Call in the Big Guns for Swift Shot, which makes a lot of sense. Is what I was thinking here. And let's see. I'd go Swift Shot, Salvage, Arsenal to Redfin. How are you all doing these plays? I do not understand how we're getting there. So we can pitch this to gold, load this in, have one floating. And then, like, we have to pitch another card to draw a card? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, there's no way. Yeah, so we use gold, load this in, attack for 4. How the hell are we supposed to get this in there without drawing another card? Guys, I don't think we're following resources here. I don't think you guys understand. Like, yeah, the chest, we're still one short, though. We crack a gold to have one floating. We throw the Swift Shot. We have to have 2 resources to get this into play. So we would have to use the coat to crack another gold and then pitch whatever we play to throw the Salvage Shot? Is that what you're saying? Damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. I mean, I guess it's what we can do. Okay, all right. All right, if that's what we're going to do, that's fine. I'm like having a stroke trying to follow you all right now. This is telling me right now that I need to play more Marlin. This is also a good card to pitch for late. So we're going to load Marlin. We're going to load the Swift Shot. It's going to be 4 go again. Oh, dude, this is so good. I love that Hoist 'em Up is in this set. So we're going to crack this gold to throw the salvage shot here. I mean, we're going to have to double gold. There's no other option. I don't think 5 is better there. Marlin OP confirmed. We're going to crack another gold. I think we want to keep this blue, right, for next turn? Because it lines up with the red fin harpoon really well. Let's actually, I lied. Let's save the call in for another turn. I mean, dry powder would have been 1 more damage, but it also strands us with cards in hand, right? I think if I'm gonna like force myself to play Marlin, I'm gonna have to stop like looking at the chat so often. So we need to be able to kill non-attack action card. Well, we're not really in a great spot. We can block with headshot. I mean, I guess we could just leave the chowder in play and then get value out of this. Are we supposed to start by drawing a card here? Harpoon hand, you need double blues, so I wouldn't have been against IPing a blue. I definitely wasn't against it. I just don't know. I was like, they're going to play chowder, right? So I actually think we're going to block with the salvage shot, and we're just going to throw the 5 at the chowder here. I think killing this stuff is fine. We're not going to add a counter to the treasure island. Since we're not attacking them, there's no reason to. But I think killing the allies is very solid. Like, our opponent's going to go back to 14, and we're ultimately going to have to, like, concede the fact that there is a turn where they are just going to put the Whaler Humperdinck into play. It attacks for what? 11? I mean, Christ almighty. 11 is ridiculous. Yeah, the cards in their deck are very, very low. We are definitely fatiguing them right now. And they have a rigor mortis? Jesus. Well, we might just be forced into, like, killing the rigor mortis here. We can throw the golden tipple at it, thank God. Using the tipple to kill rigor mortis here, pitching the blue, and then we can pitch to harpoon, and then pitch call in the big guns to red fin harpoon. So we still get to crash the boards at them for 8, and we get to kill the rigor mortis here. This feels like a really, really good turn. We could get a little greedy if we want to, since we have the coat, and we could try to draw into a blue, meaning that we could, like, arsenal something like call in the big guns. I'm going to refresh in case it's me. Sometimes I'm the drama. Every turn we let them keep a full hand, I'm scared of them having 4 blues. Oh, I'm terrified of them having 4 blues, bro. I am terrified of them having 4 blues and just being able to, like, super punish us. Like, right now, even here, like 2 blues would be insane. I mean, they might put Rigor Mortis into play and then... Okay, so they are going to attack us. So I think we have to go to 6, right? I mean, we could block with Mutiny and Salvage Shot. I don't think we're supposed to take a bunch of damage here. What do you guys think about blocking with Salvage Shot and calling the big guns? Take 1, go to 11, and then I get to throw Tipple at this and then force a card out of their hand. I actually really like this play. I agree with the fact that they have a lot of value in their end game, and I think that just saying no blocks is incorrect. I know that we're really trying to line up the Harpoon with the Redfin Harpoon, but to Trent's point, if we keep leaving them with 4-card hands, eventually they will put this SOB into play, and we are going to have to deal with this thing. This at least forces 1 card, right? So I'm not super worried about using Redfin to kill Whaler specifically. What are they, all blues? Oh, that's right. I don't get to... No, never mind. Like, this was... Throwing that was not as good as a play as I thought it was. But the good news is that we're in a... Oh, this is our all reds. Fuck. Pitch Kraken and Sick'em Shot. Oh, this is their turn. This is what they were looking for. I think we're dead here, right? Because they're going to put this thing into play. I mean... Because I have to block something. Like, there's just no shot where I can get away with this here. I'm trying to think of a way out of this, that I can get out of this. So if I block with Sick'em Shot, I can pitch... I mean, like, are we just ripping blue into blue into blue? If I block Kraken, I'm going to have to draw a card. My opinion, full block and look for a non-red hand there at 2. I mean, there is something to be said for just blocking a bunch. I don't know that that wins, right? Like, if I block 9, I take 2, go to 8. And then I have to arsenal the Nimblism. Problem is they also have Swabby. So Yeah, just like literally having quad reds in a deck with 10 blues, it might cost me this game. We can salvage shot this, which is nice. Were you also blocked, but I think he needed to die immediately? I mean, it's very possible. Because right here, like maybe I didn't see a line where we could kill him. Like, what was the line where we could actually kill him? Liam said he had a line. Block King Kraken and then load Nimblism. Simum? Can you like type it out like a little bit more, like with more like detail, Liam, so I can understand? Because I don't know what Simum means. We could not block with a card. We had to pitch one to load off of this. And if we were going to draw a card, we couldn't do everything we wanted to do. Yeah, peg leg, we're like super screwed here. I mean, we're at 8, right? Like, we should be okay. They decided not to peg leg. This is 1. We're going to go to 7, which is fine. We'd already planned on blocking with 2 cards. Like, we would have had to have drawn because we can't use the coat without drawing a card. So, like, I don't think there was a line that we could use to get into that. We would have had to have hoped to rip a 0-cost arrow off the top. Now, if we had drawn a card off 2 reds, we would have drawn Bark, pitched, had 1 floating, drawn this, pitched, had 1 floating, and then we would have had the Nimblism in hand, so we would have loaded this, played Nimblism, and killed it, which might have been a better play for us. The problem is they can put the Swabby into play. Like, we're up a creek. Oh, okay. What does Swabby cost? Swabby costs 2 or 3. Where the fuck is Swabby? He costs 3, okay. Alright, so we're going to block Battalion Bark here. We're going to take 6, go to 1. And there is not a way for them to give anything overpower here. We're just going to have to try and beat the Swabby. We have to be able to beat the Swabby here. Only block with King Kraken, then pitch to load with Arm Piece, the Sikkim Shot, Nimblism, and then Sikkim Shot. So that line wasn't possible, Liam, because we would have had to have... So we would have had 3 cards in hand and nothing in arsenal, which means we would have used one of our resources. We have 2 cards in hand. We load a 1-cost arrow, play the Nimblism, and we have nothing to throw that with, is the problem. Like, we did not have a way to get there. I'm fairly confident here. I don't think that works. I think we're a resource short there. Load the salvage shot. Do I want to leave this in my arsenal or just leave it in my hand as a 3-block? Yeah, Sikkim Shot costing 1. I didn't see the cost on Twitch. Yeah, no worries, man. It is a yellow 5 attack, but they don't have any like allies left in their deck, I don't think. So I think we're just having to beat Swabby. Once we beat Swabby, I think we win the game. Well, I mean, I guess technically we have to have an arrow left to kill them with. I don't think there's any allies left in their deck. Swabby attacks for 7. If I leave this in my arsenal, I can block 7. The salvage shot is kind of what I was banking on winning this game with, so that's not good. They pitch a blue to put Swabby in play. This is just the world we're in. And then their physical attacks, well, yeah, we've lost this game. Damn. We were just never able to hit them with anything that mattered here, it felt like. So it's calling the big guns. And then after this hits, we won't have anything left to do. I mean, I guess we technically have this, which is fine. And then we'll hit the Swabby. And then we're dead to the 4 power attacks here. Damn. All right. Marlin, this did not feel good. I did not like this. I did not like the cannon. And I'm not saying that that's the cannon's fault. I think that's my fault, but I did not like the cannon. Yeah, and then we can't even block this. We're just dead. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Whaler Humperdinck was, like, unbelievably bad luck that they just had, like, an M. But, like, also, we had 2 M's and a rare Harpoon in our deck. We can't complain about M's, in my opinion. Man. That deck did not, like, how the hell do you have 2 Majestics and a fucking rare and O2 a fucking draft? Damn. That is, like, tilting as shit. I do not like the cannon. I do not like the cannon. Alright, that sucks. We O2'd that draft. Had 2 M's and a rare Harpoon. Need to learn to play better with cannon. That is like my big takeaway here, is that I need to learn to play better with the cannon. Because I did not. So that is very disappointing. I'm very disappointed with how I played that draft after such a good draft. Man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's very tilting. Cannon builds are good if you get a good overpower Harpoon early. I mean, I don't feel like the deck was bad at all. Like, I feel like the deck was actually really good there. I just feel like that was just me. Like, that was just me, like, playing bad and making mistakes, and you just completely saw what happens when you make mistakes right there. Man. Well, I definitely don't want to go out like that, so we're going to join the draft queue and see if we can get one here in the next few minutes. I mean, it's pretty close to 10 o'clock, so I'm not super interested in waiting up for a long time, but... You lost a Whaler more than anything else, and this is a complicated draft environment. I mean, it is. Yeah, Casual, I agree. I think that you need more blues. I was on 10 blues with that deck, and Dave was earlier in the draft telling me to take more blues, so maybe like with a cannon build, we need to be on 12 blues to just try and facilitate what the deck is up to. Gold makes this the most volatile draft. There's 3 different strategies you need to play with Treasure Island, a thing. So Classroom, I don't think this is a volatile draft at all, if I'm being honest. I think if you're looking for a volatile draft format, you need to look at the Hunted. The Hunted was like one of the most volatile draft formats we've had probably ever in this game. And I stand by that. Like, I'm willing to die on that hill. I do not think this is a volatile draft format. I actually think this is a very fun draft format. I just think that I played very poorly. I think we had a good deck. I think we had a 2-1 deck that I piloted terribly. And I probably end up 1-2ing with that deck. So, I don't know. Anyway, any hoozle. While we're waiting to see if we get another draft. Oh, did the queue already fill? God, I actually love that these don't take a very long time. So while we're waiting on the draft game to be made, we'll talk about the deck a little bit here that I'm playing at Nationals. I am going to play the one of Concealed Blade. Since we're playing the Claw of Vincerikai, I don't feel awkward having to run both like this like weird extra claw I don't really need, or this extra dagger I don't really need, but having the Claw of Vincerikai for like certain matchups, this just makes Concealed Blade as a one of very free, and we're still playing the third Warmonger's Diplomacy in the side. So this is the AD I'm going to be playing at Nationals, short of like a change over the next like, few days, but I'm in this draft. Good luck, dude. Yo, Pockets. Good luck, brother. We're going to try and swing a little bit better this time around. Also, guys, thanks for being here and chilling tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out. If you are here for the first time, if you are new to the channel, we got 3 questions that we ask everybody when you're new. And they are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? I would love to get to know more about you guys in the chat. Also, if you're new, I would love it if you guys would like, follow, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. It goes a long way in helping me out. It means a lot, and I really appreciate it. If you're going to draft Harpoon, you need 3 for 7s and 0 for 4s and as many 3 blocks as you can get and play Guardian. You'll get a bunch of gold one turn and you'll be able to close games out. Okay, that's good. Have you seen Got Art of the Dragon Scale and Rainbow Foil? I have the EA Art of the Dragon Scales and Art of the Dragon Fires. I do not have EA Art of the Dragon Bloods. I do have regular foils, though. And yeah, I've really enjoyed the one of Rake Over the Coals. It's actually felt really good. Rose. I really enjoyed the one of Rake. It's been pretty clean. All right. Yeah, the one of Rake has actually been nice. One of Rake has been nice. Preach this list. I'm excited for you. Nats, thanks, Martin. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, brother. Let's see. How many times have I drafted this set so far? Like, I like to be pretty transparent with how many games I've got to play. That was my 7th draft, so this is about to be my 8th draft. We're going to have an 8th draft, and then my local store is doing a midnight release of The Hunted I'm going to go to. Nate, are you coming to that, by the way? Yo, Unicycle is insane. Blue Battalion Bark keeps us open. Shelly is not bad. Heave Ho is Unicycle, Walk the Plank is okay. I mean, Blue Battalion Bark seems to keep us open here. I'll be excited to catch you on stream with my main hero. Rose, I hope I make it to stream. I like to do well at Nationals. Midnight Hunted indeed, Sam. Midnight Hunted indeed. 8 drafts today since I'm working this weekend. Yo, that's crazy. So, like, did you buy a case or anything, Nate? Like, are you coming to Richards to get your case tonight? I think we're going to take Blue Battalion Bark to stay open. It's a blue 3 block. It fits well into the deck. Blue Swiftwater Sloop is really solid. Red Crash Down the Gates is insane. Blue Scrub the deck's not bad either. The blue Sikkim Shot or the red Salvage Shot could will here. Looks like they took a gravy card pretty early. I think we're going to take the Crash Down the Gates. Blue Battalion Bark and red Crash Down the Gates are 2 very good, like, keep us open in this format kind of cards. Blue Battalion Bark is insane. Blue Battalion Bark is, like, probably, in my opinion, one of the best common blues in the set. Fresh looking haircut? Yo, let's go. Nismo, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I did get a haircut today. No cases, just singles. I mean, the fins is a pretty clear sign, right? There's also 2 Goldwing Turbines in this pack. I mean, the Glidewell fins is pretty good off the top. I wonder if we're... Nah, let's take the fins. Let's lean into Marlin and see what happens. Some packs are getting stacked up here. Any impressions of High Seas as far as CC is concerned? My personal thoughts are the set looks super awesome and limited, but pretty mid as far as constructed play. Carl, I said this, and tomorrow I make a joke about this in my video, like very early on. Gameplay video tomorrow. Make sure you check it out. But Puffin is going to be the real deal in CC. Like, Puffin is going to be the real deal in CC. Like, I think that Puffin is going to be very, very good in CC. Mutiny on the Battalion Bark is pretty good. Yellow Crash Down the Gates is insane. I mean, Saltwater Swell is fine. Like, it could be pretty good, right? Yeah, I think Puffin's going to be the real deal in CC. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think she's going to be insane. Captain's Coat could be pretty good here. I like the Swell. Yellow Crash Down the Gates, though. It's just insane, right? Let's take the Yellow Crash Down the Gates. That's what's speaking to me here. Colin the Big Guns looks pretty good. Red Rally the Coast Guard is also pretty sweet. Blue Golden Tipple. I mean, we're still pretty open at this point. I'm going to take the Red Rally here. Scouting Shot is not bad. Monkey Powder looks to be pretty good. I like this card quite a bit. Sirens of Safe Harbor is also very, very good. I think I'm going to take the Monkey Powder here. I like this card quite a bit. Gravy is a fine pick and Marlin is a thing. I think Marlin is going to like try to punish some aggro decks. And Gravy seems okay, but like we'll really struggle into aggro decks. Yo, we about to just like pivot? I mean, Scuba Salty Sea Dog is pretty good. Tell him, Trent.
Let's freaking go.
Yo, let's go.
Love to see it.
Oh, it's Insomniac, not Nismo. I apologize. Insomniac, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here. Guys, we got those same 3 questions. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves. I would love to get to know you guys. Let's transition a little bit and see what we get here. Angry Bones looks pretty good. Kelpie is fine. I think we're gonna lean into Gravy Bones here. I kind of like the idea of Gravy Bones here. Yeah, I think this is definitely a pivot. Yeah, Angry Bones seems fine. Copy number 2 of Shelly. Or I'm sorry, this is the Shelly Wield. Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, Gravy Bones is wide open. Unfortunately, Heave Ho can't come back around, but I like the Shelly quite a bit. It's a lot to attack with this card, but it does have 5 defense. So it could be like a very good setup late game. Swindler's Grift is fine. I think Blue Sloop is the play here. We only have 2 blues and we need more. This is not a very good blue to have. So we can block 3 and look at the top card of our deck, or we can pick up a 2 for 6. We'll take the 3 block here. Potential 2 for 7. Blue Rally the Coast Guard Wield. I feel pretty good about that. Ended up with a 3-0 in that Marlin deck. Yo, Anarchy, nice, dude. Congrats. I played my deck about as poorly as I could have and just did not do well at all that draft. But congrats on the 3-0, man. Congrats. That's awesome, brother. I love that. Anarchy, while you're here, what's your favorite hero to draft so far in this set? Yeah, the defense power with Shelly matters way more than the attack. I completely agree. All right, man, I really don't want another Shelly, to be honest. Like, another Shelly is like, I mean, it's okay, I guess. Is like Red Rally better? Are we supposed to take like a Brilly Bones here to like look for some late game overpower? I don't really want a Gold Hunted Marauder. Like, maybe we're just supposed to take that. Gravy does some very powerful things. I agree. Name is Austin, followed for the stash. My favorite hot dog topping is mustard and onion. Dude, let's go. Well, Austin, thanks for being here, man. Thanks for the follow, and I'm glad you're chilling with us, brother. And I appreciate the compliment about my mustache, dude. I guess let's take the ally. Yo, come on, dude. Like, is this a sick joke? Life for a Life feels really strong. Oh, yo, Rigor Mortis? Insane. Rigor Mortis is insane. My computer. So I had one draft today that I passed Conqueror. Oh my god, dude, are you serious? Yo, Trent. Trent's an absolute savage out here, bro. Yellow Battalion Bark or red Sirens of Safe Harbor? I mean, we could take board the ship, right? Tap an ally and give it overpower. We don't have any equipment. We could take the Buccaneers bounty. The 2 for 6 is probably good. Sam saying the chest. Sam's a good player. Let's listen to Sam. Oh, yo, that's crazy. Mutiny in the Swiftwater is insane here. Being able to set this up is really, really powerful. Plus, it's a really good blue. I like Mutiny a lot. Board the Ship is a funny card. Yeah, I like taking the Mutiny there. I think Mutiny's better than the Sloop. Plus, we already have a blue Sloop. How many allies do we have? Like, I don't think you want more than like 5 or 6 allies. We have 4 already. Limpet has Go Again, which is cool. Burly Bones is potential overpower late in the game. Rabble is Go Again to help deal with other things. Not going to be a lot of reds in our deck, but Rabble could be really good. What short printed M's are there in this set? How are there already short printed M's? I kind of like the Golden Tipple here. I think red Golden Tipple lines up really well. The Limpet Hop Along is fine, but I don't know. I think I'd rather just have the Golden Tipple. Golden Tipple is like a really good card to like set up and then like turn on our hero ability. I don't know what's short printed, to be honest, but I mean, depending on what it is, like if the new Command and Conquer card is short printed, like, bro, I think that LSS, like, somebody might like make a run at their building or at them in general. Angry Bones or Sirens of the Safe Harbor? They're both 2 for 6s. 1 gains a life. We could take the Mutiny for the overpower. Himmel is saying Midas Touch, Lone Shark, Barbed Barrage, Jolly Bludger, and Gold the Tip. Okay, so there's quite a few. I mean, gaining 2 life is pretty good. Plus, like, we could put this into our graveyard and set up here. I don't know. This is a tough call. I'm going to stick with my gut and go with the life gain card. The 2 for 6 that gains life feels pretty good. Red Battalion Bark. It's that or blue Swiftwater Sloop. I mean, we don't have a lot of blues is what. Himmel just refunded everyone who did a master set of those cards. Yo, that's actually crazy. So it must actually be pretty bad then. Red Battalion Bark is insane, but I think we need blues. Plus, I've had worse cards than blue Sloop. Kelpie? Pay 1, tap target hero or ally with Go Again. I mean, that would be our 5th. I think I want the Sloop here, right? I mean, we could take a strike goal, but I don't think that's really where we want to be. Blue Charticourse is just better than yellow Charticourse because this is blue. Blue Nimbalism. We're kind of filling up on some blues here. I think we'll take the headshot as a hate pick here. I like Rabble. I think that's a good sideboard card. And Yellow Sloop is not a bad card to get stuck with. We're looking to pick up 3 more blues and any good allies that we can. 3 blues, good reds, and good allies, and we also need equipment here. So we're kind of not in a great spot right now. Yeah, someone's definitely choking us out of the blues this game. Portside Exchange is really good, but man, a second Rigor Mortis is exactly where we want to be. Blow for a Blow is a great card. It's really good in the mirror. Portside Exchange is just so good. I think we have to take the Rigor Mortis, right? Like, it's our 5th ally. We have 2 Shellys, 2 Scubas, and 2 Rigor Mortis. Oh, I think I'm taking the Rigor Mortis here. We already have a bounty, so taking this makes no sense. Golden Tipple is a very good card here. Hoist him up blocking for 4. I really like the idea of just being able to block for 4. Like, 4 blocks just fit really well into the idea of the deck here. Swabby? I mean, we don't have any blues that we want. I would take the On the Horizon, the Battalion Bark, or the Swabby here, and I think it's just Swabby, right? I think you want to be on 10 blues, maybe 11 or 12. Like, I think 10 is the minimum blue count you want to be on. We'll probably cut a Shelly for the Swabby. We'll play 1 Shelly, 2 Rigor Mortis, the Scuba, Salty Sea Dog, and a Swabby. The Swabby's insane. I think that's just such a powerful ally to be on. Who are we playing round 1? 1, 2, 3, 4. Pips. I wonder if that's Pips and Profits that hangs out in the chat. Everybody's practicing for nationals or trying to get a better understanding of what they want to play this weekend, I guess, at their... Mutiny on the Battalion Bark is probably better than Blue Angry Bones. Yeah, I think a blue that just like... Jolly Bludger, huh? Short printed my butt. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We need at least 2 more blues to make this work. We also need 3 more playable cards, which shouldn't be that hard. Like, there's a lot of pirates in this set. A lot of pirate cards. Oh, my phone's about to die. That is why I have one of my 17,000 chargers next to my desk. Yo, a Scurv? A Barnacle? I mean, I think it's just the Angry Bones here. As much as I would love to have a Barnacle, I think it's just Angry Bones. I think we have to have the blues. We're choked into this situation now where the blues are so relevant. Yo, Headstone is insane. Headstone is crazy good pickup here late. Like, there's other good cards in that pack. We could take another Swabby. Brother, what is happening? Say it with me, chat. Scurv, pivot. Washed up wave. Like, I just, we're getting the equipment we need. I hate to pass these because they're not going to come back around. Yeah, like, we would get stuck with the Swabby, which won't happen. Yeah, getting a Headstone and a washed up wave here tells me that there's probably only 2 gravies in this entire pod, and they already had the equipment, which is why we didn't see any early. I mean, the Walk the Plank is a blue. It's not a good one, but it is a blue. I think we're better off to take Jittery Bones. God, we have so many yellows this draft. I like Sirens of Safe Harbor better than I do anything else here. I know it's a 2 block, but man, just being able to gain a life is so powerful. Yikes. I hate drafting this. 13 and 9's 22. So we have playables. We can hate draft a card. Well, I want 1 more blue. Looks like a Prism deck for real. It kind of does. I wonder if it isn't better to first pick blues and reverse draft a bit and let all the juicy yellows and reds fall to you at the end and all of pack 3. It could be, Carl. It could be. I don't know that it entirely plays out that way, but it could be. We didn't have the... yo. Pivot to Scurv. Just pivot to Scurv. Confirmed. All right, let's see how bad this is. I'm over here. I'm Gravy Bones. They are also Gravy Bones. Yo. Is that who I was passing to? Yeah, it sure is. Okay, so there's 3 Gravy Bones so far. 3 Gravy Bones and a Puffin. 3 Gravy Bones, 2 Puffins. We finally have Marlin. So 3 Gravy, 2 Puffins, a Marlin. 2 Marlins. This looks like gravy to me. So there's 4 gravies, 2 Marlins, 2 Puffins. How are there so many good cards coming around? Or maybe they're going to play that. I'm assuming they're going to be on that. I don't know. So, I mean, this looks like a 4-2-2 pod to me. Like, that's what I'm assuming people are going to be playing. We're playing Gravy. We are 4 Gravy, 2 Puffin, 2 Marlin. And we're going to pray to God that this comes out well. God, I don't know how there was a Gravy directly to my left. Like, I don't know how that's actually possible. Draft 3, 5, 29, 25. We're going to have to go in and add the compass. We're going to add this to our sideboard. We're going to add this to our sideboard. Compass, 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 compass. We are going to... What cards are not playable? What cards are not playable? This headshot's not playable. There was one more playable card, unplayable card that I took, right? No, there was a couple, right? There was one more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, playing 6 allies is probably fine, right? I'm very surprised at how many gravies there are in this pod. Oh, there's an unplayable card. There's an unplayable card. Yeah, I was like, there was way more cards we couldn't play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I think we're just playing all of the... Are we just playing Rabble, no matter what, as, like, go again? Probably not, right? Didn't we just cut the red mech card? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we did, okay. Is there another red mech card? Did I take a second mech card early? I don't remember. Just looking over it to make sure. Remove a Shelly. I mean, that does put us on 5 allies, exactly. And we get rid of this. Like, we want some number of these. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to bring a 29 card deck. And depending on what we play against, if we play against another Gravy, then we will look to play... shit, I forgot who I was playing. It was Pips, right? I'm pretty sure it was Pips. Is what it was, so... Limited, private, copy, at... I'm pretty sure that's the same person. I have my streamer mode on because I can't stand... shit. Yeah, they told me that I sent them my deck on accident, and they were like, "Brother, that's your deck." Pips being clutch again. All right, let's go. Yeah, Ravenous Rabble's in this set as well, Drew. Okay, we have to select none equipped. They're playing that. Would we rather have? I think we'd rather have this over Rabble, right? They have more gold than us. We just get the value we want. We can block pretty efficiently here to start the turn. To start the game. They're playing Blunderbuss. They might try and fatigue us here. Is there any world? I should have compassed before blocks. And then I could have blocked with the wave to destroy that. Am I going to use this? Sadly, I think so. I hate that. I could have made a better play, but I think that's what I'm supposed to do here. Because getting the Rigor Mortis into play is just super value for us. We're going to go to 21. And then we're going to draw into something hopefully pretty good. A little bit of a weird hand. Crash down the gates is fine. Nimby and Rabble, you think they're best friends? Yes, I 100% believe that they're best friends. So this is going to be... We're going to destroy the Rigor Mortis here. And then we're just going to crash the boards for 7. Just get aggressive here, I think. We're probably not going to Arsenal the Swiftwater Sloop. Actually, I mean, we might as well, right? Like, it's just a playable go again card if we ever get left with a pretty decent hand. Because we could, like, go again into, like, play Rigor Mortis into attack with it for 6, which is pretty solid. Rally the Coast Guard. I love that this is just like rally the whatever, like what's the other one called? Rally the Rear Guard or something like that. But it just attacks for 1 more and costs 1 more. Like it just has like fighting spirit numbers. And honestly, I love that. On God, for real, for real. Okay. Very surprised they were willing to discard a Goldwing Turbine there. Oh, they're definitely going to try and fatigue us here. Call in the Navy. I love it, dude. We can pitch to draw a card off the gold with the sloop and then come in for 4, have 2 floating. Break the combat chain. Play the Rigor Mortis. Which means we should block here. And then we'll go ahead and do this on our turn to see what we're working with on top of the deck. It is a Burly Bones. This is 2 go again. Or, I'm sorry, 4 go again. Like, dude, it's high tide. I totally can't do the guy from SpongeBob. I could not do the voice from SpongeBob well at all. We're We're going to break the combat chain because it's going to allow us to put our rigor mortis into play. And then we're just going to crash the boards for 6. And I love this because this is just going to start trying to take some cards out of our opponent's hand. And then next turn, we can just throw crash down the gates. Yeah, like they're going to block. And then they're just going to blunderbuss this, which is like totally fine with me. I actually really like this play because it allows us to like keep good cards in our deck. And we're getting to set up a crash down the gates. Yeah. Yeah, they're targeting that, which makes a bajillion sense. Makes a lot of sense. Makes sense to me. Do we need a gold token here? So we can pitch the sloop. I mean, we discard this to draw into our 2 for 7, which seems pretty good. I don't even need to, like, put an ally into play this turn. Like, in fact, that's not even what we're going to do. Putting an ally into play is, like, not the play in this turn cycle. Cranking my cog. Brute brain? Dude, sometimes, for real, though. And then we're just going to crash down here. I mean, this is just going to be 8. I was like, because it's possible they have something that like matches this, but more than likely we're winning that reveal. And so this is 8. And I love this because like we're set up. This is a good gravy deck to have like the 3 for 7s and, you know, 2 for 6s that where like it's going to be tough for us to get fatigued. Especially if we lean into like the rigor mortis and swabby because we have really big, powerful allies that we can play. Big, meaty claws. We're probably going to also look to like utilize our arm piece to be able to get like an ally off the top. Think our opponent realizing that fatigue is not really an option for them. That's what I have to say when I play Shelly out. Okay, when I run Shelly out, I will say it. Big, meaty claws. These claws ain't just for attracted mates. This is why you guys stay, right? For the bad SpongeBob impressions. Let's compass. Let's go gambling. Brat brat, dang it. Yeah, I mean, this just blocks 4. Efficiency. Adapt, survive, overcome. Ooh, they're gonna start drawing some cards, doing some things. Doing some things, opponent. Yeah, I'm pretty content to just like take some damage here, I think. We're gonna fall down to 13. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. What was on top of our deck? A yellow? This seems fine, I think. Yeah, like I think this is fine. It is a lot of cogs. They got a lot of cogs going on over there. Oh, is this a once per turn instant? I thought this was a twice per turn instant. Oh, they only have 1 cog. Doy. Drawing into the Swabby is less than ideal here. But I do just like crashing the boards for 7. We'll pitch the Swabby first, and then the crash down the gates. We're going to arsenal the Sirens of Safe Harbor. I would like to be able to utilize, like, the life and the 6 power attack here. They are winning the card advantage battle right now. Getting a red Goldwing Turbine out of their hand is really good for us, though. You love to see it, as they say. You love to see it. We're just going to arsenal the Sirens of Safe Harbor and set up. I mean, we can block with red Rally and discard Shelly. Oh. Sorry, opponent. Activate Compass. Jittery Bones is potential go again here. So we're going to block here and discard the Shelly. And now we have allies in the bin that we can utilize. We just need to make sure that we have, like, that we're where we want to be. They go to 8. It was a red, right? I'm pretty sure it was a red. So we're going to crack a gold. I like arsenaling the Jittery Bones because it's like a very solid potential go again card that could line up well for us. This is going to let us gain a life. And then we're going to be able to arsenal like a potential 0 for 4 with go again. Potential. We're also like trying to find like a chance to use our washed up wave. So. On the horizon looks really good right there. They probably have a way to put like an extra cog into play. They're probably going to try and draw a card. So they're going to go to 7. We're going to get a gold. And then we're going to go to 9 from Sirens of Safe Harbor, which means we can take a little bit of damage and try to probably set up and be better, like have a better turn this turn. Actually, just 7. Now I say that. Let's Compass, please. I mean, we can discard the Scuba. It's Chart, of course, which is not the best. So, like, do we block Sloop? Hang on, let's think about this turn a little bit here. Hey, what's up, Shep? How are you, buddy? All right, so this comes in for 7. We can discard, we can block Sloop, and discard this to block 4, take 3, go to 6. Then our turn is still a gold, give something go again. It's going to be put the Rigor Mortis into play and attack for 6 go again, right? As we play this, this turns on our hero ability. We put Rigor Mortis into play. That's 6 go again, and then we get to come in for 4. I mean, I think that's a pretty good turn cycle. We could also utilize the Scuba here. Been under a rock for a few... I mean, dude, you're building a game, so it makes sense, right? Like, you should be under a rock. You should be building that game under your rock, dude. Like, living it up. Okay, so it is Mutiny to steal a gold. I mean, technically, we could play this and attack for 4. Demo launches on Sunday? Dude, that's awesome. This would let us put the Shelly back in our deck. Is there any world we're supposed to put 2 allies into play this turn cycle? Like, we get to attack for 6 with Go again. And then we could put the Scuba into play. Like, there's probably not a world they can kill both, right? So take 1 down to 6. We gain a gold. I do not have Go again from the Jittery Bones currently. I could utilize the bounty to put Shelly into play. I mean, I think having 2 of these is just really good, right? Oh. Crack the Buccaneers bounty, and then we're just going to play Shelly. And now we have 2 allies in play. This hand feels really good. Demo launches on Sunday, dude. I love that, man. And I know I just read that message. Like, I'm trying to do too many things at one time. Okay. So, potentially, they could kill both here. I mean, and if they can, it does feel a little bad, but... I think we have a really cool line where we can attack 3 times this turn. If they do nothing but kill our board, I think we can... I think we can attack 3 times this turn. Any attack kills this now. Like, Rigor Mortis is the easier one to kill. Yep, sending cards at Rigor Mortis makes sense. Okay. Crash down the gates is great. So we're going to play this card. When it attacks, we're going to discard the Swabby so that this is 4 go again. We have a yellow on top, which allows us to, if I have counted correctly, allows us to sloop. We're going to break the combat chain. We're going to sloop. If there is a blue card on top of our deck with Gravy Bones, which it was crashed down the gates into the blue, I think. Or no, I think there's a yellow, which, man, if we're not able to put a ally into play this turn, this could be pretty awkward. We could draw a card. We might just be drawing some cards here, right? Because when we hit a blue, we can play Swabby and attack with it. When we hit a blue, we can play Swabby and attack with it, and I think that ends the game. Our opponent having a little bit of a think here. I think this turn ends the game in our favor. You have to give me a card here. There's also a world where like we just like play Crash Down the Gates instead of putting Swabby into play. But Crash Down the Gates is always going to be good later in the game. Like, this is always going to be, well, this is more than likely going to be a 3 for 7 at some point. So we need to... All right, this puts our opponent to 2. I do not think there's a blue on top. I think it's another yellow. I mean, there's something to be said for just playing this. But we have more value with this later. So now we can activate Gravy Bones, discard the blue, and then as long as it's a yellow, we're in a good spot. Or I could just play Crash Down the Gates. Because we have multiple blues we can play. I think we're just going to play Crash Down the Gates. And this, if this is for 7, it might just end the game. Nope, they're going to go to 1. We destroyed the top card of their deck. We're going to go Chart a Course, Sloop into those 2 blues. Over on our turn, we have the blue Rally the Rear Guard and the other blue left in our deck. So I'm going to play Chart a Course. I think I'm just going to use all of my gold here, right? Because we just want the blue here as well. And then it's going to be Sloop for 5 go again. This takes 2 cards out of your hand, and then you're dead to the Swabby from here. We get to steal a gold because we got rid of all of our gold. Snag this. We get to play the Swabby. Oh, I am such a bag nun. That costs 3. So we have to play this and then attack for 4. So yeah, I just totally clicked on the wrong one. Which, I mean, I think it's not the end of the world. It's fine. I don't really want to put a yellow back on the bottom of my deck. I mean, I guess we could put Crash Down the Gates on the bottom of the deck, which is insane. But they have to block here. They have 1 card left. Doesn't really matter how we play this. And then we're just going to attack. And then, I mean, yeah, I guess we'll just put Crash Down the Gates back on the bottom. Yeah, so playing the Scuba was better. And to be fair, like in a real life scenario, I would have like pulled a card. I would have grabbed the cards and read them to make sure that I had the right costs and everything there. That was just me playing a little quickly and not reading everything correctly. All right, so let's see. That makes us 1-0. Is there a 1-0 game available? Actually, you know what? There are 2. Both of the 1-0 games are available, but I have to... Wait, why is... Yeah, both of the 1-0 games are here, but I have to pee really bad. It's been... I have not used the bathroom the entire stream. So, or no, I did earlier. But anyway, it doesn't matter. 2 seconds. I'm going to use the bathroom when we come back. More draft. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Oh, here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco. This fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy. What? Rookie numbers? Bro, Cusco's out here. Look, this motherfucker's just sitting over there with a pot of sauce going, oh yeah, I'm stirring that shit up, baby. I'm stirring it up. Oh my God, we're going crazy tonight. This is as close as I'm ever going to get to going Super Saiyan right now. So I just need you all to know how, like, back-to-back Command and Conquer Pummel turns in back-to-back games. And you know what? Just like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not fucking leaving. That's right. This is the kind of content we're looking for right here. The fab tutorials that blow your mind. Blow your mind. The recipe is literally just vodka and Sprite and some Mio. You know, it's the water flavoring things. You know, like the little like squirt. You like squirt the little water in. You squirt the little juice in the water, and then it's like, oh, num 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 num. This is so good. That's what it is. That's the secret sauce. I just crammed them all in my mouth. My god, this hand is dog water. Okay, short break, and we're back. I just turned on the lapel mics. That's not what I want. All right, let's close out of this. Let's copy the deck link, and we got another 1-0 game here. We can jump in. Like there shouldn't be anybody in this game. Ooh, the Gravy Mirror should be fun. I don't think I've ever. No, I take that back. I have played the Gravy Mirror one time. This is a Ravenous Rabble matchup. To be able to clear the allies, not a 2-for-7 matchup. We ran the 2-for-7 last game because we wanted to make sure we didn't get fatigued and we had like good value plays. And here to try and counter their allies, we want to have go again cards. Let's see what we're going to draw. Rally the Coast Guard is fine. So we're going to play Golden Tipple. And then it's going to be discard the Sirens to gain a life to go to 21. And then this is going to be 3 go again. So this is a really solid start for us. I really like this. Ooh, they ended up taking the divvy up. I mean, I think that card's good as like a blue block 3, right? And then Crash Down the Gates is hopefully just a 3-for-7. This card is so consistently just a 3-for-8 or 3-for-7. Like, I think Crash Down the Gates might be one of the best pack 1 pick 1s you can take in this draft. Short of like Scar for a Scar or something. And we get to utilize Treasure Island. It took a lot of damage there. We do have a Shelly. Okay, they're going to try and get an ally into play, I think. They stole one of our golds. Do I want to block with Battalion Bark? I think we want to use our arm piece here, right? So we're going to go ahead and compass to see what's on top of the deck. Blue Nimblism. We can block Battalion Bark, Washed Up Wave, and Headpiece here. We can get rid of the Shelly, which means we're blocking 6 here. And then I have a blue, which means I could activate. We could activate Gravy Bones. We activate Gravy Bones, discard the Nimblism, play Shelly, and then we use Buccaneer's Bounty to come in for 4. Feels like a pretty good play here to me, since we know that we have the Nimblism on top. Because this costs 2. The bounty works out pretty well for us because it allows us to attack for 4. And then it untaps on our turn and we're able to defend better. So I think overall this is a good play for us. We're getting an ally into play that they're going to be like they're kind of forced to deal with here. Okay, so this hand does not block at all. Man, this hand is weird. In fact, this hand is not what we want in any way. So our opponent is going to go back to 14 here. Well, let's see. We have 24 cards and they have 23. I don't think we can really do anything impactful here. We can like Arsenal the Rigor Mortis here, I guess, or maybe we Arsenal the Scuba and we can plan on ending on it. So we can pitch to come in for 5. I mean, we could also just like play something, right? Which Man, not having a gold here really sucks. I think we're just supposed to play the sloop for 5, as bad as it feels. And then we can arsenal the scuba, and we can set up rigor mortis in our hand, which means if we draw into like something that says if you discard this, do X or whatever, we can set up pretty well. So I think that's pretty good for us. Swabby is very powerful late game fuel, so we want to make sure this is in our deck for later in the game. We did not draw anything that really works the way we want it to. What's on top of the deck? Let's just see. We have a Rabble Babble. So we can block Strike Gold, take 4 to 17, and then play Crash Down the Gates. It's definitely not ideal, but it's fine, I guess. We are going to give them a lot of gold, which is very unfortunate. But we're doing this so that we can crash back for 8. More than likely 8 anyway. I think, yeah, James, that's a very good assessment that this was like the equivalent of like having 3 allies was the equivalent of like a Runeblade hand for Gravy. Yeah, I think that's a very good way to look at that. Okay, so they actually have a Battalion Bark on top. So this is the first time I've ever seen Crash Down the Gates not be the full value here. Which is kind of sad because we needed that to be pretty good. We are again trading 1 card for 2 at this point. Mutiny on the Swiftwater is a pretty good card. We're going to be able to steal a gold and then go Rabble Jittery Bones. We know there's a blue on top, unfortunately. Are we supposed to just block with the Jittery Bones and then go Rabble 2 for 6? Maybe that's a better play, because we don't, like, we do have... No, there's no allies to put into play from our graveyard. They're just destroying us on the gold front, too, which is bad. I have to admit, that is a pretty odd question to come off the top rope there. So I think we're just going to block 3 here. Like, we just keep giving up the gold here, but we have to get this off the board. So we're going to go Mutiny, which allows us to steal a gold here and then give something +2. And then it's going to be Rabble. This is only going to be for 4 because we know that there's another Mutiny on top of our deck. But we do get to clear their ally. And then we get to attack for 4 ourselves. We do have the option of just like playing this ally out and then basically doing nothing. But I'm not really a fan of that. I would like to find a turn where we can do something like this. Insert rich gravy, poor gravy joke. I mean, feels pretty valid at this point in time. Your next attack this turn gets go again. Draw another card. I mean, they're using their resources to cycle through their deck. Like, I can't blame them. It makes sense. I played against Randy in Atlanta. I played against Randy a couple times. Pretty cool guy. There's a Rigor Mortis on top of our deck. So how does that change our turn? I don't think it does, really. Dude, I love this. I love this, because Randy, like, you also know Richard, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Like, you also know Richard. Dang. I think we're just going to use this turn cycle to put 2 allies into play. So I'm pretty sure both of you guys are in the Discord, right? You guys should, like, DM each other, man. Okay, so we're going to destroy the stop card of our deck. We're going to put the Rigor Mortis into our graveyard. We're going to play Mutiny on the Swiftwater. We're going to steal a gold. We're going to put Rigor Mortis into play. It's then going to be 6 go again into put Scuba Salty Sea Dog into play. I agree, man. The Fab community is the best community, brother. I think we have a shirt opportunity with High C, spin gold, stop mutinies. Oh, that would be awesome, dude. That's a really cool, like, idea. I like that idea a lot. Activating Gravy to put Limpet into play, or into the graveyard. Okay. Hopefully they can't deal with both of them. Aw. Sag, they are definitely going to be able to deal with both of them. No, they're attacking me. Do I want to tap an ally here? Probably not worth the 1 point, I don't think. So we take 1 down to 5. They're going to draw a card. They're going to draw another card, okay? I mean, they could have put that into play, but... I mean, I guess they could have played that. They could have played that. Would have turned on their hero and stuff. They also could have played Mutiny. What are they trying to do? They're trying to hit me with something, and I don't know what it is. It's an Angry Bones. They're not clearing the board here. I'm so surprised. I'm going to assume they're attacking Rigor Mortis. Okay. And we know we have a blue on top of our deck. That's, like, fine. I mean, we might as well use this again just to see what it is. It's Angry Bones. I mean, we can Arsenal rally the Coast Guard if we pitch Burly Bones. I mean, Overpower is actually a pretty good way to end the game. We can kill this. There's got to be a yellow for us to put on the bottom, right? Like, there has to be a good yellow. I think we played our Crash Down the Gates already. I mean, yeah, I'm just going to put Crash Down the Gates back on the bottom. Scuba is insane. Being able to like loop cards back into our deck is crazy powerful. Now we get to Arsenal to rally the Coast Guard. And we just have a really good 3 for 7. We can block with blue rally the Coast Guard. And then we can discard Swabby. And then our turn can just be come in for 7. We are definitely feeling gravy bones right now, Trent. I mean, this is a pretty good deck, I think. I think I like this deck quite a bit. Your next pirate ally attack this turn gets go again. If we're left in a situation where it just says hits, right? Oh, hits a hero specifically. So they have to attack us. So discard the Swabby, take 2 down to 2. And then I get to throw this at their ally. Are they trying to fatigue me here? They have access to 8 cards and we have access to 7 cards, basically. This has been a really interesting game. My opponent has not prioritized the allies as much as I thought they would. We're going to gain a life and go back to 3, which is really relevant here. I mean, I could have compassed, but like I don't see a reason to. I don't feel like there's a reason to compass here. I feel like we're in a fine spot just where we are. Because if they just leave this in play... Okay. Your next attack gets overpowered this turn. Well, that's going to be a problem. Is that 9 overpowered? Jesus. Well, this is why they didn't give a shit about us. Angry Bones does not matter. I mean, yeah, we're just dead. Damn. How did they have 2 red battalion barks? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're just dead. That's unfortunate. Man, that is sad. That is sad. Should have done gravy in response so they couldn't steal a gold. Oh, damn, because then they can't give it overpower. Oh, Trent's right. Oh, man. What a punt, dude. All right, well, it's good to know that I did punt that game at least. It's nice to know that like I could have gotten there. Yeah, because if I activate Gravy, we both have 1 gold. They still throw 9 at us. And we're at 3. Which means our turn is... block. We would have had to have discarded the Rigor Mortis. We would have blocked 3, 5, 7. And then I would have attacked them for 4 with my ally. And I would have put my Crash Down the Gates on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I think we win that game if I make that play. Damn, I should be playing for the 3-0 game right now. We could have discarded the Rigor Mortis, and then they wouldn't have had Overpower, and I would have blocked 9. Or I would have blocked 7 and went to 1. Damn. Man, that is twice. I have just played, like, really bad tonight. But I do appreciate you pointing that out, Trent, because that's something that'll help me next weekend in Vegas. Let's see. Had a chance to stop Overpower by activating Gravy. Would have probably won me the game. Because I think as long as we're able to just like continuously keep a blue every turn, we can just keep putting the Crash Down the Gates or like the Sirens of Safe Harbor back in our deck if we need to. And they have to kill that or we fatigue them. That was such a stupid play. Yeah, that was just a bad play. And now now this draft is a 1-1 draft instead of a potential 3-0 draft. Man, that could have been my second 3-0 draft tonight. That could have been my second 3-0 draft tonight. That was just bad play. Just bad play. I think you're underutilizing Gravy and Marlon's hero ability. It's very possible. It's very possible that's something I need to work on. That makes a lot of sense too, Trent. Makes a lot of sense too. Do you have a preferred draft hero yet? Gravy has been the hero that has felt the best to me so far. It's been the hero that I'm the easiest like play patterns to like find and like work through. I also think I like him the most because he has the most 3 blocks in his class. But I think the Puffin deck is very, very powerful if you get a good Puffin pool. So I don't know. Gravy's probably my preferred hero at this point. Probably my preferred hero. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. Appreciate you guys for being here. It means a lot. There will not be a stream tomorrow. Don't forget there is a video tomorrow, 12 Eastern. Be sure to check out some Cinder gameplay. We had a game against a Puffin that was a really close game, so make sure you check it out. Probably no streams this weekend because of pre-release. Exclamation point Codex in the chat. Check out the Codex Journal. It's a great product. Helps you track your games. We'll be streaming on Monday and Tuesday. There might be a stream this weekend if Curly and I might stream my case opening. So we might open the case on stream Saturday morning before the pre-release. Might be something we do for like an hour or 2 or something. So anyway, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. And if nothing else, I will see you guys next week. Take it easy, guys.